Ugh. I need what the kids call the power.
So you're not allowed to sneeze in this day and age.
Ugh. They'll take the power from me. Not the power. Okay. That's an ad that I don't care about. Thank you.
Have I forgotten
Okay.
the password? Never mind, I have not. I'm not a fool.
YouTube's good to go. And then Twitch will be good to go. Oh, I never opened that. Whatever, doesn't matter. I never opened the other window. I'm going to hit this on Twitch.
This is the 7th time you've done races?
Yep. Technically, it's the 8th, but one of those times it was when the new rules came out.
Oh, and you were just ripping on it?
Yeah.
I mean, can't blame you.
Nah. That's on the bingo card. Make it fun of 2020.
Oh, Jesus.
Bless you to you too.
Ah.
What's up, Awaz? I know. I was a couple minutes late. My bad.
Well, you see, he was a little busy doing something immoral.
I'm not a
Why?
Malkevor? Is that what the clan is? I know it's Mal.
Wait, what?
They're the freaks, aren't they?
Wait, what are we talking about?
And your clans. What was I gonna open? Oh, the pop-out chat. Gotcha. Okay. Bloop. Bleep. Blop. There we go. Okay.
Oh! Grenade.
Granata!
Granata, indeed.
Ugh, I miss Nox. Not the goddess.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, y'all. We're here. Brimskarda! The fire giant. She's not... No. The other one is the fire giant of evil fire. I forgot what she's called. But Brimskarda, the fire giant. Why is this box so hard to open? Holy shit. Oh. Because it's not a hinge. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Okay, cool. Oh, you know what I want to do? What I do want to open up, though? Give me one sec. Wemba Thunderdance will be a little late to the party. Wemba Thunderdance, I think, is still at work. Question mark. I haven't heard from DM Lacara today yet, either. I have been messaging her on the side, but she hasn't responded yet.
The Lacara will appear when the Lacara wishes to appear.
That is very true.
Lacaras are finicky.
Where are we? Yeah, before we hit the 15-minute mark, where are we? Boop, here we go. I'm going to switch the camera momentarily. Oh, I should get the other one too. Give me that remote, thank you. Ooh, excuse me. There's no nastiness in any of these photos? Good.
As far as I'm aware, what I gave you shouldn't, as long as you don't scroll too far out.
Yeah. Oh, I know about yours. I mean, these. So, I had said previously that I was going to take lots of pictures of the Bachelor Packs one-shot. But we broke it down into two, sittings. And the first one, some of the guys had no pants on, so I couldn't actually take any pictures because there was no pants. And I felt that would be improper. But it did happen. So
I mean, I understand.
Bloop. Haha. I do realize there's a little bit of a gap at the top because of our follower goals and stuff, but hey, whatever. It happened. I'm excited that it got to happen, and part of it getting to happen is that I get to talk about what I worked on for this. I don't understand why all of these should have come out like in the order that they were taken, but for some reason it put the older photos last. So I'm just gonna zoom on to the back because we're not talking about these guys. We are going to be talking about these guys, the little flubbers and the slightly bigger flubbers and the biggest flubber. Mergs did such a good job. So for the one shot, one of the players who will eventually be in the human zoo, okay? You'll be able to see him work. Made the minis for the one shot. Like the only things that he didn't make on this particular mini, this was our barbarian, where he took the feet, the clubs, and the head specifically. Actually, I think the jaw is from one of the Necromunda boxes as well. But he built from scratch the blades and the blood and the stand and like, bro, the fact that he can make stuff like that is wild. And then he made these puddings? Like, come on. And then he made this Kenku named Tengu. And then this is Gumby or Herbert. He's an old man cleric that lives in the wall of the school that all of the Bachelor Pack used to go to. And then, this particular mini, this is the one that DM Bacon used, is like basically a Warhammer mini. Basically. But has cool like color shift on his guns and what have you. And like the fact that he made them for a one shot is wild. Like I don't know how I'm ever gonna top that. Do you know what I mean? Look at these people.
Yeah, I can understand.
Look at them. They're gorgeous. I realized the camera's only there we go. The camera's only so come on, you can zoom in. I believe in you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off the AI on this camera and I'm just gonna zoom in. That's my head. There we go. Look at gorgeous. Look at these minis. Gorgeous. Made for a one shot. For a one shot. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Look at. Oh, he's got a mini stuck to him. Oops, get out of there. Haha. Made this from scratch. This looks like a piece of something else's base, but like so cool. So cool. I will say though that even though this is by far like the barbarian mini that Mergs made is by far like has the most like cool stuff added to it, because he is permanently in Leap, very difficult to fit on a map, especially a map that has walls with like 3D elements. It takes up a lot of space. It takes up so much space. Then we have our Kenku. Mergs had to remake the bow from scratch because the original mini broke in transit, and he just fixed it. He's fantastic. He's a Gloomstalker Ranger. He's just out there murdering people. It's fantastic. It's going to be really hard to show you on camera, but this is the old man. Mergs made his robes and everything. It's so cool. But the coolest thing is, oh, I can sort of show you from the back. If I lift up his robes, he has 3 legs because one of them is his ball sack. He's just so old and stretchy. He is giving you the finger though. I don't know how well that's going to come out on the camera, but ooh. Is the Hero Forge sale still going on? Because if it is,
Didn't know they were having a sale.
They were having a sale on printed minis, and I think there was a bigger % sale on if you get the larger printed minis, because now you can get like large and huge size minis from them.
Interesting.
I was like, But Jundi is the one who's playing our pervert cleric man, and he was like, okay, we're going to make a thing.
Pervert cleric man.
Bro, did you see his ball sack? Look how long his ball sack is. It scrapes along the floor.
God damn.
He made this joke where he was like, I got it. This is how I'm going to play my character. Every once in a while I'm going to say, I have a tummy ache. And that means my ball sack's stuck on something.
Jesus. You know, the creativity of some people never ceases to amaze me.
Right? Like, come on. That's fantastic. And
That
then...
is quite comical, I will admit.
Okay, I have them all. So, remember how of course it is. We also made a joke that like his balls were hanging off the back of their caravan, and we were like, oh my god, the universe's first set of truck nuts!
Oh my god, I hate it.
So, Mergs made all these minis because way back in the day, y'all, we went over tiny races underfoot. That was like, I think races 1 or 2. So it's probably 2. We went over tiny races underfoot. And Ogskyve made a whole bunch of teeny tiny races. And one of them happened to be... I'm realizing like how tilted to the side my camera is right now. And I assure you my room is not that lopsided. It is the camera. But like...
now that you've said that out loud, I don't believe you.
We went over Ogskyve's tiny races underfoot. And one of the races in there was puddings, and it's supposed to be a teeny tiny. Damn it, the sale is over. Ugh. Whatever, we'll pay full price for Bacon to get a kick-ass mini. Okay, I didn't know this about Bacon, but he has like a display shelf in his room. It's like a little alcove, and on that display shelf is where he keeps all his nerd shit. And I did not know that existed because like when we play games and what have you, when he's in his like office, you can't see that because it's like a little alcove in the wall. But once I was in the room, I was like, oh, this is nice. And the other Royal Pack members were like, yo, we should get him a really big mini and he could just put it on the shelf. And I was like, bro, that's fantastic. I would love that. But we went over Ogskyve's tiny races underfoot, and one of them was a pudding, which is supposed to be a tiny creature. So what I did is, this pudding is actually not as hard as you would think. That's freaking me out. I don't know if you can see, but he has really, really nice butt cheeks. Mergs made sure to build him nice, sweet cheeks.
You know, Lacara, you joined at a very opportune time.
I was gonna just quietly leave again. I don't even know what's going on, and I don't want to.
I'm showing off the minis that Mergs made for the one shot. It's so nice. And the reason why I'm holding on to all the minis is because we did not get to finish because the boys were blasted. Everyone but me was totally blasted and just like disappeared from the table after they took their first turn on our second session. I was like, I guess we're not finishing tonight. Though I will say my favorite moment by far was when the Barbarian, we were trying to explain to him how his abilities work, and he's running the Path of the Savage, which we've gone over on DM Roundtable, and their special thing is that they can go on a rampage. As long as they can move to a person, they can hit them. And we were trying to explain, like, yo, you can hit all these guys, and you can also do your spin attack if you want. You have so many options. And he was so blasted that he picked up one of the other players' character sheets, and DM Bacon goes, that's not your sheet. And he goes, show me where I'm supposed to find these abilities. And Bacon's like, that's not you're never, nope, you're never going to be able to find it on that sheet. You're going to need your own sheet. And he just stared at it harder and harder, which, to be fair, is a big barbarian move. Like,
It was good role playing.
Yeah, it was good role playing. Like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That was a big highlight. And then immediately after that turn, the barbarian player just got up and like face down in one of the beds, just thump. And we were like, guess he's done.
Realistically, if a barbarian player is barbarianing in real life, would you give it to them after a certain point if it made sense?
Give
Yeah,
him what?
I give him some advantage on some rolls, especially if he's just like hitting things. Which is the person Woody was the person playing our barbarian, and he always plays a barbarian, and he loves spinning to win. But explaining to him that he only needs to roll one time when he does the barbarian spin to win, and he hits all these people while he was blasted was like impossible. Like, no, you will hit them all. You only have to roll once though. You will hit them all. He's like, oh, I want to hit everybody who's around me. You will. Just please roll the dice. Please. We're begging you. Just roll the dice. All you have to do is roll them once, okay? Just please. Please. It was an experience. It was an experience. But Liquifred the Trough, that is what our pudding player was using. If we used Ogskive's rules, it would have been a tiny creature. And then he can also still like separate a piece of himself and send it off elsewhere because that's the teeny scout ability. But I made a variation of them that is medium-sized or small, depending on, but has a new ability, a little racial ability, where if you take slashing damage, you can react to that by splitting yourself in twain. You get a little slower each time you get smaller, but then you can be small. And then each of them can also split into tinies. So Merg's made all these little minis. Look, we have 4 tiny. I'm not going to lie, because he chose like purple color shift paint, they're almost like Staros without the eyeball in the center. And I think that's adorable. But like the amount of work and stuff he put into these is so fantastic for a one-shot. And I took them home because we didn't get to finish because the players were blasted.
Blasted.
And eventually we will finish. They were like, you might as well hold on to them and you can just stream the game to us. And I was like, that is very true. That is currently our plan. But not only did we get to, so we've gone over Path of the Savage before, so our barbarian was playing that. Pudding Player is playing my new variant, which is available to all of you. If you're on YouTube, you can click the description of this very video, and it'll lead you to Patreon where I shared it, but it is currently up on my home brewery for everyone to see. I'm trying very gingerly to fit all the minis back into the box without breaking any of them. I'm terrified that I'm going to be the one who breaks them all because they made it to Vegas and back in one piece. And I'm like, oh, of course it'll be me who breaks everything.
I told you what I did for one of my minis back in the day that broke, right?
No, tell me.
So I had a character. I've definitely told you about this character. I had a mafioso character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a tenet of his, family is if you fuck up royally, all of your money is forfeit to the family, and they melt it down into a solid gold weapon as a mark of shame to show you fucked up.
Oh, that's cool. Mergs
So
would have
my character had 3 knives. He had 3 knives. He had 2 hidden up his sleeves, but he also had a solid gold knife in his jacket pocket that he used for almost ceremonial purposes at that point, or just intimidation tactics. But he knew what it meant. And I had a Hero Forge mini, like a painted one. But I fucked up one day and didn't realize I put it in wrong in my little box. I broke his feet off. So, to honor what I did for the character, I got him a brass gold colored model, which I still have, as a mark of I broke you. Now I have to pay the consequences.
Oh.
That's cute.
I don't get to play that guy anymore, sadly, but we live and learn.
Oh, was it from the table?
It was from the table.
Oh. So the only mini we've broken is Valley of Egeria's character Nara is Zentarum, and one of their things is that they can get a winged snake as their familiar, and it's like a symbol that you're from the Zentarum. And she had a winged snake that these days we use the Geek Tank Games snake mini to represent. And before that, it was one of the snake tiles from Dungeon Craft. But at one point, DM Bacon 3D printed us a gorgeous, like a replica of the like official winged snake mini. And generally speaking, what I do before I start, when I know my players are coming for a day of D&D, I set out all their stuff on the table. And the winged snake mini is very small. And the reason why I'm not showing it to you is because it's currently even smaller because it's in about 700 pieces. But I put it on the table, and like I've described to you guys before, when my players come and sit down at the table, they just fucking smash whatever's there in front of them. And one of them threw their laptop down, knocked the winged snake like out of the area, then slapped it off the table. And then when I said, "Hey, where did the winged snake go?" Grimjack goes, "Oh, I see it," and then smashed it with his chair. And I was like, if you saw it,
So
I
you were
wasn't
trying
expecting you
to do that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's fine, sure. And that's our. I keep it in like the baggie in like 700 pieces, and I think about it all the time.
An honest question.
Yeah.
I mean this with no disrespect to anyone at your table. Are your players real people?
I wonder that a lot. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Speaking of this specifically, a couple days ago in chat, Grimjack shared something in the tabletop channel on the Discord that was like, "Oh yeah, when you have extra time after a session, you do this." And Dex responded to him, "What do you mean extra time? We have to watch a 30-minute video as the session starts." And that is like the most shade anyone could throw, because 3 or 4 sessions ago, I said, "Okay, I have an agenda." And Grimjack responded to that with, like, that was me starting our session. Grimjack responded that to me with, "I have discovered a supercut of Brennan Lee Mulligan." And I'm saying this to make it sound like the most autistic way possible, because it was the most autistic way possible, because we assumed that meant it was a supercut, that it would be short. It was 33 minutes long. Not only did he lift his laptop and show it to each of us as it was going, but he hit stream so our digital players could watch with him. And that's
Was he like sponsored by Brendan Lee Mulligan?
No.
I had to ask.
And now, anytime Grimjack opens his mouth when we're about to start, everyone else at the table is like, "Ah! That! No!"
Nope.
Just get a muzzle for him.
Anyone else can speak, not you. Ah.
Speaking of muzzling
Again,
people,
I don't think your players are real.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
What the hell is wrong with the people that made the thing that we're reviewing tonight?
You will have to be more specific on that one.
I will admit, I really only read the section you assigned me. I have no idea what the rules are of the game. I just read the description of the one species or what clan, whatever. But like, seriously, the art and the text and the vibe and everything, it's like weird, depressing, grunge, urban. Like,
oh yeah, the World of Darkness is obnoxiously depressing for everyone involved.
They all look like like CG, like 90s CG heroin addicts. What the hell?
Yeah.
I
Not wrong.
Okay, when we get into World of Darkness, like their rule books and stuff, like there's so much mixed media in there. Like they're just all over the place, and I've never seen another like thing try to do what they're doing. So like I'm happy for them. Like
Honestly, one of my favorite things that I've seen recently is when they released the Hunter the Reckoning source book or rule book, and in order to describe how it feels to be just a human in this world, they have an entire page dedicated to an in-universe am I the asshole post from Reddit about their roommate who's being weird at night who's a werewolf. They don't know he's a werewolf, but they're just like, yeah, my roommate's fucking weird, like mauling chickens at 3 a.m. I have to game with him all night so he doesn't go out and kill shit. So, am I the asshole for telling him to calm the fuck down?
I mean, that's creative, at least. And also somehow less weird than some of the posts I've actually read on that.
Also true.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking, I can't think of there's a TV show where like a ghost, a werewolf, and somebody else live together. There's a British version and a American version.
Oh god, I know what you're talking about, and I hate it.
I was just talking about this with Valley of Egeria, and I cannot think of what it's called.
What was it on, if you remember?
Oh. I was about to say UPN, but whatever UPN became. Is that...
UPN? Wasn't that one of those Christian channels?
I don't know what it was originally, but... for a while, it was like almost a pre-BET.
What was it? A ghost, a werewolf, and a what?
I can't think of what the third thing is. I'm just going to Google it. Whatever weird stuff comes up. Werewolf.
Oh my god, it was Being Human.
There we go! That's correct.
Wait, wasn't that the one with Carl Urban as a cop?
It was a vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost.
There we go. Wait, Carl Urban was in that?
Oh my god, the US version was on Sci-Fi. That's why I remember this show.
There we go.
No, there was a show called either Being Human or Becoming Human or something that was Carl Urban as a cop with a cyborg partner, and the cyborg was infinitely better at being like a personable human being than Carl Urban's character was, and it was
Almost
an amazing show. Almost Human, that was the one. And that was so good. It was one of those shows that got canceled after like one season.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yo, the Crystal Method did the compose the soundtrack. That's cool. That's cool.
It was just Carl Urban being angry all the time. You know how happy that makes me.
Okay. For no other reason, I'm going to say you would enjoy his character in The Boys then, because he's just mad all the time.
Oh, Carl Urban? Fucking
yeah.
So amazing. Seriously, one of the most underrated actors.
Yes, yes. In the American version, it was Sam Witwer. Was he the werewolf? I think.
In Being Human.
Yeah.
I have it right here.
AKA Darth Maul, AKA Star Killer. Because may the Fourth be with you.
You know what's really funny? I tried to play, literally yesterday, I tried to play the original Force Unleashed. I can't fucking do it. Of course he's a fucking vampire. It's so goddamn clunky because it's so old.
Yeah.
I love the game. 10 out of 10 video game, but holy shit, bro.
Wait, what console do you have it for? Or are you playing on PC?
I'm playing on PC. Originally, when I played it, I had, what the fuck is that thing called? A PSP.
Oh!
That was my original way of playing it, and then I found out, because I was looking like shit up online a while ago, and I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing? I don't have that shit in my game. Then I realized it's everything but PSP.
I have both Force Unleashed 1 and 2 on the Wii, so when I use Force powers, I'm waggling hard.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Reminds me of someone I knew who had fucking Call of Duty World at War on the Wii, and we're like, bro.
Okay, my favorite waggling anything, obviously Raving Rabbids, but if you play any of the Clash of Ninja games on the Wii, in order to like power up your character, you have to do the hand seals, but you have to like do them in real life with the Wiimote and nunchuck. And seeing someone take the game seriously enough memorize the waggles is wild. I just ignored all that completely. Don't need it.
I'm just sitting here staring at the chat, waiting for AWAS to recover from that conversation.
I don't think AWAS is going to recover from the conversation.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope.
You realize I almost pulled up a specific plan just to read on stream for AWAS because it would make sense.
But
anyway, you have some, as I have some blue milk for Star Wars Day. I hear you have some pudding.
Oh, I have so much pudding. So, if you are on YouTube right now, you can drop the description of this, and it will take you directly to my Patreon post where I gave this away. But also, if you've been following my home brewery, you can get into it there too. We went over Ogskive's Tiny Races Underfoot, which, if you will remember, also gave us Uppies and the Gremlins and the Wieldkins. This was the original place they were from. Now, and also Racky. This is where the angry raccoon originally spawned. You know him. You love him. He's from here. Racky. Look at him. 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 But there was a pudding in here. And all these races were supposed to be tiny. However, we were like, you know what? One of my players was like, I would rather not be tiny. And I was like, okay, we can work on that. So I went in and made a variant where you can be a small or medium-sized pudding. And you're one new ability, well, you have a couple new abilities because I tried to make them a little bit more balanced. I didn't want to give them too much. I realized it just opened the same thing twice.
In theory, if everyone is small, then technically you being medium would be large.
Yeah. All right, ignore that last one because that just opened Tiny Races Underfoot again, and you guys have been there. That's fine. We went over it before. It's all good. But this is my pudding variant, medium or small. So you choose when you create your race what size you want to be. If you want to stay tiny, just keep the original rules. The original pudding at tiny size had 30 feet of movement speed. And I was like, actually 25. I was like, whatever. But a lot of people just automatically bump them up to 30 anyway. So whatever race you are is all moving at the same speed. Blah, blah, blah. But for part of my balancing, if you were going to be a small guy, I put you at 25. If you're at medium size, you're at 30. But each time you get smaller, you lose 5 feet of movement. Because I had to balance you some way. And having your guy be able to split when they take damage is fantastic. Pretty much everything else is the same, besides the speed changes, and you get this split. I put a special note in here because I was just thinking of this as something that you would learn. But if you want to make this more in line with other homebrew races and just other races in general, the vast majority of them get their racial trait, like their special ability, at levels 3 or 5. You can totally run it that way. I think it's fine. I was just thinking, oh, you've been adventuring forever. Everyone's great. This would be something I would give you at level 10 because it is pretty powerful to be able to split yourself. If you happen to be a wizard like Liquifred is, you can still use your cantrips on your other bodies. I didn't realize when I was running this that Bacon would be the one out of everyone sitting at the table for the Bachelor one-shot, that Bacon would have so many questions that are like, oh, I need to change the text so you can't do what he wants you to do right now. Like, that is too powerful. I never in a million years thought it was going to be Bacon who would be like, I can see the loopholes. He looked at Liquifred like he was Karnak from the Inhumans. And I was like, oh no, don't do that. But cool thing about this is if you do split, you take however much damage you just took. You then remove that from your total, and when you split your health evenly between those. Do we have a full party right now? Minus clubs. I think we
Shin!
do.
Ta-da.
Hi!
It felt appropriate. It just felt appropriate to go ta-da. What's going on, everybody? What up? What up, Lacara?
Long
I
time
feel like
no
I haven't
see,
heard from-
everybody!
I mean, I've heard from all of you individually at different points, but I haven't heard voices in a while. Well, that sounds crazier.
Except the ones in your head.
Yeah, except the ones in your head.
We never talk about the ones in my head.
Well, listen, if you want the ones in your head, boy, howdy, do I have something for you?
Nope. Nope.
No, thank you.
The answer is no.
Depending
Thank
on the
you, though.
severity of your voices in your head, I can give you a 9 mil or a 45.
How about peace and prosperity?
Ooh.
We both know that ain't happening here.
Well,
I'm a hope.
one day.
Also, what up,
One
stream?
day.
What up, gang?
It's so nice to have everybody here. Wow, it was already hitting you with the "Where's my classes?"
Was hey, it's so good. See you, Ayla. I missed you too. The classes are in the vacuous void of my
Subconscious.
What
Did they
classes?
speak to you?
my notes. Actually, they're just deep in my notes. They're
So-
deep in my notes. There's classes on classes on classes.
I will apologize to the round table in advance. A, for the content that I am subjecting you to. That I'm not
Sorry,
apologizing.
gay was, but I'm here happily.
Two, if you hear me playing with my lightsaber, it's May 4th, and it's to be expected of me at this point.
Yeah, that's to be
Um,
expected. I would not. I would think less of you if you didn't.
Just for clarity, he does mean an actual lightsaber.
No, it gets bigger.
Woof, 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 woof. Okay.
You know, Shin, after the blue milk I've been drinking, it's gonna be a good day.
We did mention.
So what do we got up first?
I just want to say we did mention Sam Witwer multiple times. Coolest thing I think of all about the Darth Maul show is that the lightsaber noises that you hear in the show from Maul's lightsabers are all sped up versions of Sam Witwer like yelling and grunting. And I'm like, that is the coolest.
You're fucking lying to me.
Nope. I'm like, that is the coolest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That is the most badass thing I've ever fucking heard.
That's fucking hilarious.
But on
And
brand for him.
I learned in the same like little interview thing that if you don't know anything about Sam Witwer, it's that he is like before Henry Cavill was Geralt, Sam Witwer was like everybody in Star Wars. He's the guy that shows up on set and is like, that's not what that didn't happen in canon.
He has in fact out nerded Dave Filoni and
So not only did he get to record his like grunts and yells for his lightsaber noises, but he did most of the acting with he had the makeup department put Maul's markings on his face so that they could more easily match it up to his speech. And I was like, oh my god.
Did you ever see what his fucking secret is to doing the Darth Maul voice? And I didn't believe him at first until he just fucking did it.
No.
There's a video of him out where like there was a trailer for the show. He's like, "Oh, do you know how I do Darth Maul's voice? I literally just have a bowl of apple slices." And he just talks normally, and then just chews on a fucking apple slice, and then just a Maul appears. It's
So
the
you're telling
funniest
me
shit I've
an
ever seen.
apple a day also not only keeps doctors away, but also summons Darth Maul?
An apple a day keeps Kenobi at bay.
Yo, Scion. Okay, I can't do Scion, but if Tethrin ever comes on this stream, like that would be his topic. That he loves Scion. Scion was actually the first like TTRPG that I sat and played, and I could tell you nothing about the game. I only really remember that like playing that first game of Scion is when I realized like in a tabletop RPG that like you design like the rules of the you measure the constraints of the world with your game master, and I was like, oh my god, the rules weren't pre-written, and that set me off on a journey, even though I never played Scion again.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, back on topic.
No Star Trek today.
How dare you, Will Wheaton? But split is your new ability. If you're medium-sized, you split into 2 small guys. If you're small, you can split into 2. You can split that small person into 2 tiny. So at max, there could be 4 of you running around. And I broke it down in that if you have, all of you will share the same initiative. You all can do your actions, what have you. But if you are a spellcaster, you all share the same pool of spell slots that is separated between you. And because you're a pudding, originally we were talking about like how you would wear clothes and yada yada, but the way that Mergs designed the minis, he was like, doesn't it make more sense if you're like a gelatinous cube and you just hold your items inside of you? And I was like, honestly, that's the coolest shit I've ever heard. So the way that we worked it out, and I worked it out in this document, is that when you split, you choose which parts of you keep what items. So what we were doing for Liquifred is he has multiple different kinds of magic wands and staves and that kind of things. And when he splits, he can suddenly use more of them at a time. So it's one of those things where like you could go around the world collecting a whole bunch of stuff. And it's not just like your 3 attunement slots. If you want to stay split for a long time, your other bodies can now attune to those items if they're active for a long time. But like, the problem here is they were like, this is so powerful. You are getting slower the more you split. You are sharing your same pool of spell slots, so maybe you can cast a whole bunch at a time, but like you will burn them out quickly. And also, if someone shoots you with an AoE spell, you're a wizard, you don't have a lot of health. Now you have less health because you're in smaller bodies. I got them to do 1 save, and Bacon goes, oh no, all of them have to make the save. And Koopy, who was playing Liquifred, was like, am I gonna die? And we were like, probably. He miraculously did not, because he happened to be hit by acid. And since you are an ooze, you have resistance to that. Wait, the Scion class? What is that? Is that one of the new ones? No, those are subclasses. I don't know what the Scion class is. Where's that from?
Did WotC come up with new classes?
Yeah, what did I miss? Dweeblex? I always thought his name was Jubilex, and then I realized I might be dyslexic because his name is actually Dweeblex. That's well, like the demon of ooze.
I don't think my brain would process that, to be honest.
I was like, why'd you put the I there? Don't do that. Put it after the B, man. Make why? Why?
It's to annoy people that can read.
It really is. It really is.
Reading is hard.
Reading is hard. Reading is so hard.
Reading comprehension is a skill that is needed.
Ah, okay. I was like, wait, what did I miss? Did I miss? Because I know, actually, Speedy, you're probably the most excited about this. The last official Unearthed Arcana was all like, in air quotes, villainous options, because they're all for the new Ravenloft book.
I do love me some good villainy.
I am air quoting because like, yeah, they're villainous options, but like, you don't necessarily. You can be like Wreck-It Ralph. Like, you could be bad guy, but you're not bad guy.
I'm bad. That's okay.
Listen, I've already played my cowboy thief, Draco. I wasn't bad. I wasn't trying to be bad, but I was. So I'm just...
That happens.
Are you sure?
You know, you just try to sell your friend's souls to a demon 2 or 3 times, and suddenly you're the bad guy.
It's not your soul to sell.
It's all a part of the deal.
You got to be like Tasha and make a deal with like 12 different demons simultaneously that all hate each other.
Also, I come with tales from a new table.
John Constantine?
You too?
Yes.
Well,
I actually just yesterday got to play the first session of a new group I'm playing with. Some people I met. The local brewery. Ironically, it's very strange, but some odd reason wearing a D&D hoodie to a brewery. They're like, "Wait, you play D&D?" I'm like, "Yeah, you too?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool." They're like, "You should play with us." And I'm like, and so, me, buddy of mine, and our new friend and his girlfriend all are in a campaign. I am playing a portal druid, Circle of Spores, whose backstory is he grew up in a swamp. All he knows is swamp life. He's finally left the swamp. And the Circle of Spores for me is just going to grow on my shell. It's just going to be the algae growing on my shell. And so the higher my level goes the more my shell will get covered in algae, and that's how I'm going to represent my spores. Our other teammates are Stevok, the barbarian, the Goliath barbarian, who literally on his first turn of combat dropped a nat 20. Like, we went into battle, and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna roll to swing." He's got a great axe. He is absolutely like the most straightforward. He doesn't role play much, but when he's ready to come to combat, he's ready to swing or he's ready to take action. Don't ask him what to do. His answer is always gonna be, "Let's go get the shit done." He literally said that to us, and we were like, "I can work with that."
Hey.
That is a clear-cut answer.
Yeah.
We know you're always down to get the job done. And then my other teammate is a Ladrin.
Oh.
Apparently it's a fae, like a fairy creature, a fae creature that literally is able to change its form based on the seasons. So she's also an artist, so she's drawing them right now, each of her forms. So right now she's like, "Okay, I'm autumn." And like she has this like misty step ability that she used. We pretty much stumbled upon HR Geiger's metal sex dungeon.
Oh.
To put it bluntly. We shut it down for the most part.
That doesn't sound as fun.
And we're leaving to go tell them, "Hey, you should probably go check that out because all your miners are dead." But it turns out that she went to go get hit, and she was like, "Oh, I can't use my bow from here." She's absolutely going Gloomstalker. And she does a misty step, and she describes it as she poofs into a plume of purple leaves and reappears 30 feet behind us. And we're just like, purple leaves? I'm like, that's glorious.
That's fantastic.
We are absolutely gonna bumble through everything, I can tell. I feel it. But it's also nice to play an in-person game, which is very rare for me. So it's nice to roll physical dice. And learn that I had some great rolls followed by some really bad rolls.
Fair.
My party also learned that I do not have Cure Wounds, but I do have Good Berry. Because I am literally picking spells to the theme. Down the board to the theme.
Respect.
That's all I got. What do we have tonight?
Okay, so when we did the Bachelor Pack one shot, the first person to roll was Liquifred. And Liquifred, I don't remember what Liquifred was doing, but he was trying to figure out why this other human, in air quotes, was acting really weird. And his very first roll was a nat 20. And I was like, oh, damn, we are starting off great. And the second roll of the game was our Barbarian. And he goes, I want to look around. Where are we? And he rolled a nat 1. And I went, in all things there's balance. You're in your cart. That is all you can see.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Oh, Dex, what up?
Thanks, Dex. Thanks, man. So yeah, there's I'm even though I was telling the stream earlier that like we didn't get to finish the Bachelor Pact one shot because the second time we sat down, everybody else was absolutely blasted. And they just like disappeared after they did their first like looked at something, just gone. And I was like, I guess we're not finishing this. All right, that's fine. But like the 4 people who had never played in person, they were so fucking stoked the first time we sat down to play. Like, oh, this is the stuff. And I'm like, I told you. I mean, like, we're not gonna stop playing digitally. Like, DM Bacon is still gonna run his Odyssey of the Dragon Lords campaign. Like, that's not gonna stop.
It's such a good campaign.
Yeah, like that's not gonna stop. It's just now they're like, oh, I get what you mean now, and I'm like, I know. It's just that like, there's just something different about like all of you being in the same room together. It's just different.
Fun. It's a lot of fun.
We highly, if any of you can, Dex can attest. He's new to this. He's new to the hobby and also new to playing in person. Like there's just like electricity that you can feel the other people's spell slots all around you. Okay.
Don't be feeling my spell slots, all right?
Oh, baby.
Buy me dinner first.
Please buy me a short rest first.
Buy me a short rest first. I am sick to my stomach.
That's just a tent.
And you know what happens in a tent.
That's true.
8 hours of long rest.
Hey, as long as you don't say your tummy hurts, you'll be fine.
Oh no.
So our old man cleric, since you and DM Lacara missed that part, Mergs made the mini. So the boys decided they were somehow all on the same wavelength, even though they weren't together. Like when we were making the characters, I did it sort of separately, and then like 1 or 2 of them would be together, and they just kept like making the cleric a worse and worse like human being. And when we started the game, they established immediately that Bacon's character had sent out like letters of aid asking his old friends to like go on one last ride, what have you. And he's about to send the letters out, and this old man just like steps out of his closet and is like, I knew you'd call me eventually. And Bacon looks at him and goes, how long have you been living in my, it's what? I haven't been, huh? How long have you been there? And Jundi just goes, that's not important. We don't need to discuss that at the moment.
That's wild. That's
that
absolutely
is quite crazy.
Kudos. That is story. That is RP at its finest.
Yeah. Not important. So Mergs made him the oldest he could possibly be. His mini actually has like his mini's ball sack reaches the floor, and Jundi's like,
that's insanity.
Here's my roleplay thing.
That.
If I say my stomach hurts, that means my balls are stuck on something, and one of you is gonna have to unstick them. And I was like, I mean, I guess if you all agree to it. And they were like, yes, this is what we need. I was like, okay.
You know, sometimes you really do have to question how far your party will go. I gotta say I respect the determination. That was more than I expected. That I did not know where you were gonna go with the tummy hurting.
I didn't know either. I was like, what do you mean?
I wasn't surprised because I've heard this already somehow.
Oh, I see.
It sure as hell was not there. I will tell you that. I'll tell you what.
But yeah, that was okay. So I will say though, that there's a special note here that I will do some playtesting. I did get to do some playtesting. I need to fill in the loopholes that DM Bacon found. That basically he looked at this character like he was Karnak from the Inhumans, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna fix some of that. So those, there will be a little bit of tweaking done here. And then I also mentioned that one of the things, like as a group, they had all talked about, they were like, well, he's made of ooze, so like you shouldn't be able to hurt him the same way you would other people. And I was like, listen, most races don't get like they're not gonna get 3 resistances when they come out the gate. That will make them like,
unless you're a barbarian.
True. Like I was like that you don't get that kind of stuff. You're already getting the acid resistance. And I was like, but
so if you have an ooze barbarian.
If you have an ooze barbarian, you can do that. So I had to make it for our Verdant character because she rolled. We came up with a new thing where, because she's so scared of what she's rolling, Grimjack was like, I volunteer. I'm gonna pour my healing magic into her while she's metamorphing. There we go. While she's metamorphing, while she's in her like evolution chrysalis, and I'm gonna fix her. And I looked up from behind my screen and I said, "You're gonna do what now?" And the rest of the table went, "Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that." And he was like, "I'm gonna help." And I went, "Okay." And we decided that if somebody pours their magic into her while she's going, they roll a die and she can add or subtract that to whatever number she rolls on her table. And I was like, ooh, this is great because none of you know any of the possible combinations at this point. This is fantastic. And Crucial Kate was like, oh, I'm gonna take that as a subtraction to my roll. And I was like, okay. And what she ended up getting was, what is it? Porous skin. But the way that it's described is that you have resistance to bludgeoning damage. And I'm like, you're basically a sponge now. So like people can use you as memory foam. And I ended up giving that to Koopies. So like originally I gave this racial ability to split at level 10, which is not what you would normally do with a race. I was just thinking this is something Liquifred has learned on his travels. Normally you give it to them at 3 or 5, which I think is more fitting because again, you're a wizard, you don't have a lot of health. You're splitting yourself so you can do more stuff, but you're slower and you have less total health. You will probably die. So I think 3 to 5 is fine. But if you want, like during a quest or something, you could teach them to have a spongy body and be resistant to bludgeoning damage. I think that's fair later on. I wouldn't start a character with that.
That's fair.
Yes, your ice guy can try and copy it. So we've been working on Dex's character is an ice archon, and instead of us making a new race and class, we're going the old school way where you're the monster with those stats and then tweaking them slightly. And since he's literally a baby, if he sees someone do something, yes, if he sees someone do something, we're like, if you can try to find a way to mimic that with your ice shaping powers, that's what we're doing.
Are you a Final Fantasy Blue Mage?
Kind of.
Okay.
Why
Sub-Zero.
the fuck not?
Our favorite thing though is we had this discussion with the other players, and Valley Vajira was like, we have to nerf his health. He has so much more health than any of us. And I was like, true, but he's also the only one of you that has a built-in vulnerability. Do you think your enemies are not going to realize that he melts when you hit him with fire, and that they're not going to use fire all the time?
All the time. Like, quite literally, they're gonna see his character and they're gonna be like, "Yo, I mean, 130 hit points is a lot. That is an absurd amount. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is an absurd amount, Okami. But I will say, I'm absolutely coming at you with a torch, like every combat. Like, I hope you know, I've targeted you with combat, and it's a torch.
Boop. Boop.
You're getting torched. I don't care.
So I was like, we'll keep that, but we're gonna upgrade your abilities. Our first thing is we're gonna give a sort of like functions the same way as Bardic Inspiration, but it's that he can apply like a frost armor around people. Like that makes the most sense. Give him other like abilities that sort of mimic classes, but in his own way.
I like that.
Oh, the
Not tough.
feet. Oh my god.
No.
So strong.
No, I think that I vetoed. No.
But
Hear Kanye West singing.
that's basically all I had to tell y'all about. If you want to, you can all head over to my home brewery, or you can go straight to the Patreon. There's a link in the description on YouTube. I shared it in the Twitch chat, and you can go grab this this variant race for yourselves based on Ogskive's pudding from Tiny Races Underfoot. It's free. It's my gift to y'all. I will be fixing the text on Split and probably removing the shortening this special note as I add in all these loopholes that DM Bacon as Karnak found. Like, no, not gonna have that. And the one thing I didn't mention is because DM Bacon was like, how do you get back together? And I was like, okay, it is here. If two of your forms are in adjacent squares, or if they're both small and they touch each other, they can use an action to remerge, and then they'll get those health points back. But I do need to put some text in because it is not rules as written specifically. I did not add the clause that's like you can't. I wrote that you can't have more health than you started with, but DM Bacon was like, does that mean I can make all of my minis? Every version of me split can get up to my full max health, and I was like, no. And he's like, well, you didn't specifically write that, and I was like,
Nope. Vetoed. Once again. Look at that. Woo! Vetoing all of this.
You do have. He does have a giant frog. It is a giant ice frog. Which, okay, it's on me. I didn't read the stat block correctly. They're not supposed to be fully made of ice, but in my world, they're fully made of ice. They're elementals as well. They're supposed to be like frogs tainted with ice. And I'm like, that's not as fun.
But is it safer?
Oh. I feel like it kind of is. In a weird way. But okay, so our next thing, we're going to switch games. This was 5e. We're gonna switch over to World of Darkness, but specifically Vampire the Masquerade. Speedy, do you want to do your clan of vampires first, or do you want to not do you first?
I'll leave that up to the host of the table.
Because we all have a clan to talk about. I just don't know who
I may
wants to go first.
I may be the vampiric elder here, but I do respect the authority of Roundtable.
Oh, that's cute. I have so I can't share with you guys in chat these books currently. But I do have. We can show you what we're going over, which is what I'll be displaying on screen while we talk about it.
We don't want anyone to go to jail.
Yeah, don't do that.
This is true. I don't want no smoke with the World of Darkness.
That would be a terrible, like, total thing.
That would be a total shit show for all involved.
It would not be bueno.
Very not cash money.
So then, would any of you like specifically to go first?
The leader of the roundtable goes first.
Oh man. Okay. I'll switch over.
Because we will also have a guest reading with you, keeping you on track for your clan.
Ooh, that's true.
A true artiste, if I say so myself.
Ooh.
Oh Lord. Oh God. Way to throw me on the spot.
and this.
They didn't know it was you. Good job. You did it yourself.
So, again,
Can't not.
with DM Lacara earlier, we had been talking about this, where like the
that.
the rule books are very like mixed media. So like there's actual pictures of people dressed up, and then there's like concept art, and then there's like digital art in there, and I'm just like, I've never seen a rule book that is like not specifically, but like so hardly targeting like every kind of media at once. Like usually you pick a lane and you stay in it, but not World of Darkness. World of Darkness is like, we're everywhere. We are everything. And I'm okay with that. I think that's pretty cool. So
I think it adds to the flavor of how it exists behind the world, though, in a weird way. Because I think that's the whole thing about World of Darkness is like, I know from playing Vampire the Masquerade that your whole goal as a vampire is protection of Masquerade. Like, if the normal people find out about it and the Masquerade is discovered, we're fucked. To put it bluntly, like, where it's a bad time. Wholeheartedly, it's going to be a bad time for us if we're discovered.
That's true.
You have to learn to exist behind things. So I think it's very interesting that it does touch on everything.
That's a cool way to put it. I like that. Okay, so when you're looking at your vampire clans in, I think these are all core rulebook things. It like has a page that's ahead of like their name that like gives you a real life person picture of an idea of like what these people are. So this one's the one for my group. Divas, the Clan of the Rose, degenerates, artists, harlots. I don't. What is an Auricolite? That one I don't know.
I'll Google it while you read.
Hedonists, sensates, and perverts. Yay! Now, I wish Grimjack was in the chat so he could finally agree that I too am a degenerate. Okay?
I'm not a degenerate. Sorry, you couldn't get the game.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Apparently, an auricolite is a scholarly term for the intense, often tragic obsession with beauty, art, love, and humanity.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I was an auricolite?
You were something with more syllables than I care to count.
Wow.
Okay.
You know what? I accept.
All right.
It's not Cade's fault.
Thank you, Dex. Confirmed. I also feel like AWA. Listen. I feel like also like Awaz's word is law is law in this particular domain. If Awaz says you're a degenerate, then it must be true.
Oh no. Oh no.
But my clan's Toreador. We're cursed by our unbridled sensuality. The divas are obsessed by aesthetic perfection. A fashion model overdosing on a bad batch of heroin, a YouTube clip of a perfectly executed beheading, the dazed eyes of a child who has seen too much, or the reflection of the moon in a pool of blood. These are the kinds of things that make a Toreador lose themselves. They say the first diva finally died in front of their looking glass, unable to tear their gaze away from the image of their face touched by the reflected dawn. But to dismiss the Toreador as wanton perverts or shallow artists is the last mistake a kindred will ever make. Okay, is kindred specific to vampire, or do they just mean like vampire, werewolf, that kind of thing?
Kindred is the word vampires use to call themselves.
Gotcha. Okay. But it maybe. It takes one to know it. Yes, 100%. Beauty is power, and love can make anyone do just about anything, and that is the promise of the Toreador. They can make even the dead feel something raw, something real. Is Carmelita Nielsen like the Toreador, like the tip-top one?
It's kind of just like it's just a Toreador giving you like a blurb in character read it if you want. It's up to you.
Okay. Ooh, they're an archaeologist. Interesting.
So then you can kind of scroll down to who are the Toreador?
Yeah. Who are they? Clan Toreador has ever preached selectiveness in its rituals of the embrace. I'm assuming that's when you become a vampire.
Correct. It is the act of draining someone completely dry, killing them, and then giving them some of your blood.
Except for a Toreador, you get really drained dry.
You get sucked in different ways.
Are you telling me Toreadors are also the chi vampires of this world?
No, that's a different clan.
Oh no, no. We like the sex. The Toreadors are infamous for loving. They are just. Always.
I can confirm from a certain vampire Cade's backstory that he was bled dry through the penis.
I was.
That sounds unpleasant. Or pleasant, I guess.
Was.
Depends.
Well, no, see, here's the thing. Minus one clan, a vampire's bite is the literal most euphoric thing a human could ever experience.
Oh.
You don't notice. It doesn't hurt. It's actually blissful.
Yeah, it's extremely blissful to the point where humans will literally go out and try to find that high again and chase after vampires.
Yeah, we don't kill when we bite. But we never try to bite the same person. It's kind of, you don't really do that.
They can get addicted to it.
Toreadors don't, at least. There are certain clans that...
There is a hedonistic fuck among them, Cade.
Not hedonistic. I did not play hedonist. I played an artist, okay?
Alright, you're sire, though.
And you decided to kidnap my baby boy.
I didn't do nothing.
You kidnapped my little assistant. You catfished him into a date that was not real, and then forced me to go get our good friend Jorarks and his rat man. Yes, he had a rat man.
Okay, fair.
His vampire was a very different type.
Will be touched upon today by Lacara.
Yeah. And that rat man and I teamed up and stormed an entire penthouse to get my assistant back, who they killed. They killed my assistant.
That doesn't seem nice.
And then they destroyed my gallery and made me live in the sewer.
Oh.
Wasn't there a guy that tried to piss on one of your paintings?
Yep. Someone did try. Yeah, one of his players did try to. I guest charactered as my vampire because he did a Hunter the Reckoning campaign, or like one shot, and he was like, "Oh, would you play the vampire they have to take down?" And I was like, "Sure, absolutely." So I brought back my character from VTM, Cade, and I didn't have to really do much because the scale of a vampire to the human is literally a cricket to a tow truck.
Oh my
God.
Yeah.
They literally almost killed me.
They did, in fact, in front of you, execute two of your assistants, one of them being your baby boy.
They did execute my baby boy.
Cinched your suit, threatened to desecrate art of your sire that you hate, love.
You don't talk about it.
It's complicated, Facebook status.
It's very complicated.
they hate fuck a lot.
Only when she shows up.
Yeah. Well, that's Toreadors for you. Okami, who are the Toreador?
So Fist in the YouTube chat, I was just thinking that there's a dude in Heroes who needs to be high to paint the future. Like, that's how his power works. And, like,
that's amazing.
He would be the Toreador in this situation. And I was like, I don't know what that character's name is. I can't remember it. And Fist goes, no one ever will. I'm like, you're right.
Damn. That seems oddly deep.
The clan is at its strongest when comprised of the freshest thinkers and those who desire experimentation and aesthetic discovery. For this reason, many Toreador emerge from the ranks of accomplished artists, both new and faded, but with not all artists need wield the brush. To the Toreador, art encompasses all forms of entertainment and stimulation. The clan courts the greatest actors, singers, writers, dancers, and even sex workers if the degenerates believe such mortals will offer something new to their clan. Despite the custom of embracing only the best, the Toreador fixation on beauty and innocence has caused many a diva to make a fledgling in haste. Many a moonlit night, new clan members have emerged as shallow hedonists, one-hit wonders, or just a stunning body with nothing else to offer. The greatest mistakes are erased and forgotten. Still, the clan is diverse, its members considering the ensemble as a kaleidoscope of talent and beauty. So then, do other people call Toreadors divas, or would they call themselves divas?
No, you would never call yourself a diva as a Toreador. I did a lot of research on Toreadors when I was going to play one for this. I played BTM the game quite literally as a Toreador to understand like how their whole like gameplay worked too. And Toreador's whole thing is everything is beautiful. They don't want to ever be considered a diva because what they're doing is art. What they're doing is an expression of themselves. So for you to call them a diva is to call them extra. They're not doing extra. They're doing just enough. Everything they do is beautiful. So like if you insult what they're creating or if they feel slighted by your term, like by calling them a diva, I think you might actually slight certain Toreador, which you wouldn't want to do.
No,
Fair.
because Toreador are known for being able to charm someone out of anything and being faster. They can literally slit your throat before you can even blink.
Yeah, they have access to. They also have access to blood magic. So if they really wanted to, they could stand still, look you dead in the eye, and kill you from the inside.
Well, Toreador, no, not.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I had to invest a little bit.
That would be me, my friend.
That's true. That's true. Wait, no. So what did I take?
You took a thing in blood sorcery.
I did take a thing in blood sorcery.
Yeah, so you don't get that out the gate, but Cade invested in it because art is his medium.
That is true.
Blood is his medium.
Forgot. Blood was my medium. I actually painted all of my. I wrote into my character's backstory that all of my best paintings were painted in blood. So I think I preceded Muse in.
You preceded that, and also Cade's entire Toreador identity is what would you tell me? It was you painted in blood because that felt the most alive your paintings have ever felt.
Yes, absolutely. It brought life to my painting.
I was thinking it was Anjay, but it's not. Hold on. It's the other one. I'm trying to think. What is your name? It's in one of my decks. Bear with
I
me.
do sincerely apologize if you guys hear the fucking loud construction outside my apartment right now.
Why are we doing construction at 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, that's.
I wish I could fucking tell you, bro.
That's wild.
But they're like loud as shit.
What is your name, lady? Well, I mean, obviously, Blood Artist would be a Toreador, but that's not who I'm looking for. I'm looking specifically for. What is your name? I know you're in this
now,
deck.
While you're looking for that, Okami, may I suggest Cade himself reads the Toreador archetype of l'artiste.
Yes. I can't think of what their stupid name is. Oh, it's annoying.
All right, let me see if I can call up Cade's voice. The Toreador indulge in the beauty of all art forms and strive to be creators themselves. Whether competent on the strings of a violin, weaving notes as lustrous as the subtle glow of the crescent moon, or wielding a spray can to form harsh prismatic lines on back alley walls, this kindred is an artist, revered intensely by their clan. The idea that your art form is your self is really heavy, and I feel like you can't even look at the billboards. Like I wanted to play a musician version of a Toreador at first, but I realized like if someone said they didn't like my music, I'd have to react. I feel like I'd have to react and be like, "What do you mean
I think
you
you
don't like
described it to me that you had a blood vessel pop when they were like, your art's worth like $20.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, I absolutely did.
Oof.
His players decided to insult my artwork, and one then decided to pull a gun in the middle of my
Well,
art
no, he
gallery.
pulled his pants down to piss all over your art gallery, dropping his gun on the floor.
Why is that worse than I remember?
Yeah.
Because you blocked it out, brother. I did too. Yes. I will say, Okami, would you like to keep reading about stage managers? Because we'll skip around a little bit because this book is fucking lengthy.
So I'm assuming that the archetypes are like your sub race.
Not even a sub race. It's kind of just like
suggestions, right?
give an idea of what kind of character you could be as a Toreador. So it's like you're an artist, you're a patron of the arts, you're a stage manager. Basically, how you want to put on the show.
Okay.
That's what the archetypes are. Because
Okay.
then if you scroll down one page, it shows like example fashion
Yeah.
that a Toreador would wear.
They
Like-
all look the same.
That's
We
racist.
know. It's true. It's true.
Like
That's
from clan to clan,
clanist?
like the outfits do not change.
Oh, we know.
Oh.
Trust me, we know.
Oh, that I did not notice.
Now, minus the disciplines, which are the powers,
Right,
I
you're kinda
would have
right.
you scroll down just
Mhm.
so that you could read the bane of the Toreador.
Ah,
Each
yeah.
clan has what's called a bane, which is kind of like their clan-specific curse.
Oh. So
Because each of the clans, there's lore for this. Basically, the 13 progenitors of each of the clans pissed off the original vampire so bad they all were cursed for their sin specifically. And the Toreador's progenitor was cursed for their obsession with beauty. So if you would, Okami.
Okay. Bane. Toreador exemplify the old saying that art in the blood takes strange forms. They desire beauty so intensely that they suffer in its absence. While your character finds itself in less than beautiful surroundings, lose the equivalent of their Bane severity in dice from dice pools to use disciplines. The storyteller decides specifically how the beauty or ugliness of the Toreador's environment, including clothing, blood, dolls, etc., penalizes them based on the character's aesthetics. That said, even devotees of the Ashcan school never find normal streets perfectly beautiful. This obsession with aesthetics also causes divas to lose themselves in moments of beauty, and a bestial failure often results in a rapt trance, as detailed in the compulsion rules.
So earlier when I mentioned that my character was in a sewer, it drove my character insane because I was OCD. My character is extremely OCD. So as we're traversing through a sewer, everything's disgusting. I'm consistently freaking out because all around me is nothing but disgusting nature. Like this, what is this? What am I getting touched by? Like why is this near me?
He went from his penthouse suite, his penthouse studio to the sewer because of a bomb.
Yeah, a bomb went off and my bosses. Well, I hated the guy.
In your
but-
apartment too.
Yeah, that's true.
It
They
blew
did
up your
set off a
apartment and
bomb.
your boss.
So the original vampire had 13 disciples, and they all like had a different personality.
So essentially, here's what happened. If I'm remembering correctly, the original vampire, Cain, like from Cain and Abel, had, I believe, 6 descendants, who then had 13 descendants. The 13 rose up against their progenitors to gain more power, killing them, whereas Cain went, yeah, no, fuck all y'all, and cursed them all in unique ways. Minus my clan, but that's a whole thing.
And it mentions the storyteller here. That's what you call the GM in this game.
Correct. Storyteller is the GM.
I see.
Now, for continuity's sake, if you scroll down 2 pages, my clan is next, and I'll go next.
That sounds good to me.
You also get to see a really cool tarot card.
Switch on over. Because so that y'all don't have to see Speedy's government name. We'll leave it at that. I've got his stuff separately. Homework? I don't like homework. Also, Fist saying that Toreadors are dream girls, but with higher stakes. Like, mwah, using stakes in this situation, mwah.
Oh, there's at least one that would. My idea, if I ever played a Toreador, is he's like an absolute like otaku obsessed with like swordplay, and his dream is to just perfect swordsmanship and pass it on. And he will remain undead until he finds a worthy successor.
Okay, I know that can be dark and gritty, and that's like the role you're going with, but also that would be a good dude to be on Obajima. In a much cuter way.
Yeah. Also, Okami, what the hell am I looking at on your stream?
This is your dude.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're not Gangrel?
No, that's Lacara.
What? Oh, I messed up your folders.
What?
My bad.
It's all right. Guess what? You can do Lacara next because we're here.
What's that?
Sorry. I tried.
My bad.
It's all good. I don't see how this is supposed to be an animal thing.
You'll see.
Beastman that bites things. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, like every other vampire in the world. I mean, he looks like somebody. Well, okay.
Trust me, it'll make sense once you start reading.
No, I already read it. It doesn't make more sense.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I gotta find
Gangrel, the vampires that wish they were werewolves.
Not necessarily. You don't have to be a wolf.
A hunger older than mankind burns inside the wolves. When other kindred curse their appetites and choose the gilded cage of the city and the leash of social hierarchy, the wolves accept the beast as a part of themselves and run free. Crossing borders between species, nations, and domains with the ease of perfect predators, they belong to the wild, and the wild belongs to them.
So, just to explain something real quick, when it says beast, it doesn't literally mean like, oh, you have like a wolf inside you, like a werewolf. The beast is a physical embodiment of your vampiric hunger that you have to constantly fight while you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, if you lose too much of your humanity because you just act like a monster, or you're way too hungry, or you're like afraid for your life, your fight or flight takes over, and the beast just wrecks house until it's satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it means by the beast. Sorry to cut you off.
Tragic backstory.
To think of them as noble savages is perilous, as the animals have little respect for the arrogance of civilization, and only the strongest survive their bloody hunts and savage initiations. Trading stories of war and the secret histories of their kind around campfires lit with the bones of their oppressors. Bones don't give flight. They have turned their backs on the Camarilla?
No one really knows how to say it, but yeah, go for it.
And fight tooth and claw to escape the endless plots of their fellow kindred.
The Camarilla is basically vampire government. So now you can scroll down to the next page of who are the Gangrel.
Is it in Rome?
Oh, I believe they were. One guy was Roman. Yes.
Sorry, that was my Twilight joke.
Oh my god.
I was
hate
I
it.
was gonna pull out an even more obscure quote and go, "Vampire government." I would not watch that show. Clan Gangrel are outcasts, wanderers, rogues, and hunters. They make havens in the poorest parts of the city and feel no shame for doing so. They claim few domains as their own, but defer to no prince. If a feral enters the city, the prince will either accept it or have to fight the feral to get them to back down. I've run out of screen.
Next page, or scroll up.
Thank you. Gangrel embrace the... Okay, you scrolled down just a smidge too much. I can't see because of the damn Twitch boxes.
Yep.
Gangrel embrace from the ranks of survivors and fighters, leaders of prison crews and gangs, explorers, urban and otherwise, and any kind who sees the world as something to traverse instead of something to hide from. They care not for looks or title, but for accomplishment and reputation. A child?
Child.
Okay.
It's just fancy.
Okay. A child may be a challenge, but the clan follows rituals and initiations to ensure the fledgling is worth the time. Success means a new honored member of the clan. Failure means simply a forgettable reject or a pile of ash. Any mortal capable of projecting their will onto others, leading a group from disaster to success, or fighting impossible odds draws the clan's attention. This fact results in a symptom known as too many chiefs, when the clan consists of more leaders than followers. Customs encourage fights for dominance, but these rarely last until final death, as Gangrel elders advocate against taking competition for authority personally, instead encouraging a culture of healthy rivalry.
So you may pick an archetype of your choice.
Caged jailbird, director of the board, folk favorite, or adventurer?
I mean, they sound like a group that would just be best off, like, staying out of each other's territory.
So I'll give you an example of a Gangrel that is very interesting to me because I'm listening to one of the campaigns run by a member of White Wolf Games, who's like their social person, Jason Carl. I'm listening to New York by Night at the moment, and the Gangrel of the Coterie, which is a group of vampires, is he's a smart businessman who lives in a penthouse. And the reason he's a Gangrel is because he worked for the criminal underworld, like, breaking head or busting knees and, cracking skulls. And he was a loan shark. So when he became a Gangrel, as you'll read later what their bane is, when he loses his shit, he literally becomes fucking King Shark.
Oh, that's a big boy.
So yeah, that is an example of what a Gangrel is. They literally have a straight up inner wild shape based on their personality. So yeah, if you want, just like how Alistair was the rat man of New York because he lived in the sewers and made friends with rats.
Yeah, my character Cade's best ever painting was literally a picture of him and his rat in a suit I had made for them because I was absolutely playing the most vain character humanly possible.
Yes, he was.
I had to, and I absolutely got you a custom made. I absolutely got that man's rat a custom made suit because
he wore it.
He did,
bro. Okay, in the TMNT MTG set, there's like multiple Rat King cards, but one of them is Rat King Verminister, and it's him playing the flute.
Yes. Yes. I know the exact card you're talking about. Yes.
That's all I can
now,
think
if
of.
you want to scroll down to see the fashion choices of most Gangrel.
They want to be druids so bad on the top row.
That's what I'm saying. They're druids.
And then the bottom row, they're like hipsters. Top row, druids. Bottom row, hipsters.
The last guy looks like he came from Battlefield Earth. that John Travolta movie.
You know what? I hate it, but you're right. Now, if
I
you
also
want
like
to-
the first dude.
In the bottom right.
You're like, wait a second. Is that Carl? No, I don't know. It's Carl. It's
now
not
you
Carl.
can scroll down, Okami, to the Bane for Lacara to read.
Ooh.
To be like, yeah, right. One more page. There you go.
Gangrel relate to their beast, much as other kindred relate to the Gangrel. Suspicious partnership. In Frenzy, Gangrel gain one or more animal features, a physical trait, a smell, or a behavioral tick. These features last for one more night afterward, lingering like a hangover following debauchery. Each feature reduces one attribute by a point. The storyteller may decide that a forked tongue or bear-like musk reduces charisma, while bat-like ears. I thought that said cars. I was like,
For a second, I also
cars.
thought that
This
said
is-
cars, and I was like, I'm glad you paused too. I was like, did I forget how to read?
Bat cars.
And bat-like ears reduce resolve, all those distracting sounds.
Bro, you can
If
be
nothing-
Man-Bat.
Yeah.
If nothing immediately occurs to you, the feature reduces intelligence or manipulation. The number of features a Gangrel manifests equals their bane severity. If your character rides the wave of their frenzy, you can choose only one feature to manifest, thus taking only one penalty to their attributes.
Yeah, so essentially riding the wave of your frenzy means, oh yeah, your beast is pissed. Yeah, go for it. Let it have fun.
That's when the anime moment kicks in. They zoom in on their
Right.
eyes.
That's when the boss music starts.
Yep. It's just Brooklyn after midnight.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Fist. I needed
Why?
See which clan you pull up next, because then we'll read that one.
that.
So I volunteered, you screwed me.
This is not. It's not the right folder. I mean, that is the folder, correct, but not the right. There we go. Ta-da! Are you Tremere?
I am Tremere.
Ha-ha!
All right,
switched
let me
you in
know
those
when
folders.
it's on your stream, and I'll start reading. Because I have my actual PDF right here.
I'm up and ready to go.
So the Tremere are known as the Usurpers, the Warlocks, the Hemetics, the Thaumaturges, the Transgressors, the Broken Clan, and the Blood Witches.
Ooh.
A Hermetic mage in the 8th century Romania, Tremere was the leader of a cabal of magic users rightfully feared for their obsession with knowledge and power. In the world of darkness, mages are real. Able to prolong his life unnaturally for centuries, his powers eventually lessened and his grip on youth became shaky. Unwilling, or unable, to accept his own mortality, Tremere cast his eyes on the hallowed secret of immortality. In his greed, the mage instigated the most terrifying magical experiments ever conducted, damning himself and his followers to a hell of their own making. Thousands of mortals were murdered and hundreds of kindred vivisected and drained in ritual circles before Tremere and his cultists thought they had found their elixir of life. How surprised they were to have discovered the curse of Cain. Terrified, they died and woke again to an eternity of unlife and hunger, cut off from their craft. So essentially, the way mages work is you have this like avatar that you can like commune with to give you your magical powers. When you die, you just lose access to it. So they literally died, lost access to their magic, and now are fucked.
Hmm.
In mockery of their former magical rituals, now only fresh blood allows the Tremere to cast their thaumaturgic spells to twist reality.
Oh.
Basically, the way it worked is apparently they stole the elder of one of the other clans, drained him dry, and used his blood to become vampires.
I mean, that's a good workaround.
Yeah, they stole the elder of, I want to say, the Salubri clan, which are like healers, and then gaslit the vampire community into saying, hey, they're bad, and only like 4 of them exist now.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
Oh, no.
unfortunate.
Hence why they're called the usurpers, because everyone hates them. And who are the Tremere, you may ask? After the Second Inquisition destroyed the Prime Chantry in Vienna, Italy in 2008, the Tremere fell from grey eminences to persona non grata in many regions. The arrogance of the pyramid had made the usurpers few friends. Yeah, their whole thing is they literally had a pyramid scheme.
Huh.
Unironically. But the need for sorcery has not disappeared. If anything, it grows as the cursed blood shifts in the veins of the kindred. Without the pyramid ordering them into rank and value, the warlocks find themselves competing with their fellow kindred and increasingly with each other for anything that might allow them to regain some of their former power.
Vampires started Cutco knives.
A clan-wide chase for artifacts and grimoires belonging to their ashen ancestors rival the social intrigues in ugliness, and the alliance with the Camarilla is an oft-used weapon between the houses of Clan Tremere. Meanwhile, the term mercenary magus is becoming increasingly widespread, as warlocks who were formerly bound by the will of their masters find themselves free to serve for whatever price they choose. Tremere serve in three ways. Warlocks serve the other clans with occult expertise, they serve the Camarilla with blood sorcery, and they serve themselves with their missions to grasp power. Though more Tremere ascend to Praxis these nights than ever before, they still claim fewer thrones worldwide than Clan Nosferatu. In truth, most warlocks acknowledge that becoming the prince is only useful if it helps them expand their knowledge. Tremere see true power as knowing the ways of shaping the world, having access to the right blood, and owning the rarest of ancient artifacts. As the Tremere ally with confused coteries seeking them out, hunt for well-protected relics and artifacts, or closely analyze fragments of lore relating to the Cainite mythos, all while miserably guiding their secrets from each other, they are all united in their thirst for knowledge. There's barely anything after that, but basically they're eternal scholars, and there's only like two archetypes really. It's either you're bound to the old pyramid, you're literally bound to the pyramid scheme, and you're like, hey man, that was kind of dope. Or you're just a power-hungry motherfucker who just will do anything for it.
Wait. Okay. Does this mean that Kane like still exists somewhere? Like,
he's still around somewhere.
Okay.
Possibly, if you played the original Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines game, he is the cab driver, just keeping a tab on kindred kind for shits and giggles.
Oh.
I'll have to send you a screenshot of Kane's character sheet. It's literally just, in all the skills, it's just, you fucking lose.
Okay. I moved to your art page, and I just feel like your girls are like who they programmed us to like as kids. Do you know what I mean?
Damn. Hex girls, anyone?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's 100% hex girl coded. I disagree.
Listen, I'm all for it. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, we're all programmed.
Like, that's 110%. Also, I feel like that one black vampire, he just gets everywhere. He just shows up. I feel like that guy in particular, he's just been everywhere. I think he's a bit of a blood hoe.
A little bit. So yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, I'll read my Bane.
Ooh, yes, please.
None of the guys scream warlock, and all the girls scream belly dancer, except for the chick on the right.
Belly dancer. Oh my god.
I'm really not getting an arcane vibe there.
What did they program I feel like you didn't watch enough TV and consume enough media as a child. You were lucky that they wouldn't have programmed you. I'm just like, what did they program girls to like? For us, they were like, you want a bad girl like Shigo.
I mean,
they said the more damage, the better.
The more damage
Did
the
they
menstrual.
lie?
They did not. Oh, man.
Anyway, the bane of the Tremere clan is once the clan was defined by a rigid hierarchy of blood bonds, reaching from the top to the bottom of the pyramid. So basically, what that means is a blood bond. If you feed another vampire enough of your blood over the course of, I think, like 3 days or whatever, essentially, you become bound. And they listen to you.
Thanks, girls are unisex. Everybody loves a
And the
hex
way the
girl.
Tremere would do it is, the top of the pyramid had the next tier bound to them. They had their thing, blah, 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 blah. Stuff like that. But after the fall of Vienna, their blood has recoiled and aborted all such connections. Tremere Vitae, excuse me, can no longer blood bond other kindred, though they themselves can be bound by kindred from other clans. Now, Tremere can still bind mortals and ghouls. The ghoul is just a human. You feed enough of your blood, they listen to you. Through the corrupted Vitae must be drunk an additional number of times equal to the vampire's bane severity for the bond to form. Some theorize this change is the revenge of the antediluvian devoured by Tremere. Antediluvian meaning the 13 original vampire sires survived the flood of Noah's Ark.
Oh.
Others attribute it to a simple mutation. Regardless, the clan studies their vitae intensely to discover if the process can be reversed, and indeed determine if they want to do so.
So, like, their pyramid scheme, not only did it fail, but, like, it currently can't be reenacted.
It's not that it failed, it's more like the pyramid literally got invaded, and so many higher generation or lower generation vampires got final death so hard that the blood bonds just went, and just don't work anymore. So yeah, that's what happened to the Tremere. And that's because they, stole a third generation vampire and made themselves vampires. Is why everyone and their mother hates them.
So they just stayed put. Everything would have been okay.
More or less. Yeah, more or less. Basically, they were human mages, and now they're vampires. So, yeah.
Here,
fucked, I guess.
But is this a better future? Because if they didn't lose access to their magic, they would have been studying crazier and crazier shit, huh?
I mean, the problem is now they're actually more free because now they don't have someone above them that constantly can control them. Now they're all free to do whatever the hell they want. They are no longer beholden to the pyramid. So now they're able to do whatever the hell they want.
That's kind of bad.
A little bit. So essentially everyone, it's good to have a Tremere around, but you don't trust them in the slightest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Especially if you especially hate them if you are a Samitsi, which is like a flesh crafter, or the Salubri because they kind of made your clan into extinction. Bill Cipher. Yeah, no, honestly, yeah. Fun fact, the Samitsi Antediluvian supposedly is a giant mound of flesh in the sewers of New York City. So, Cade, you almost had to deal with that if we kept that campaign going a little longer.
I'm glad I didn't get to see that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It would have been fun. Probably.
No, a mound of flesh would have definitely driven me up a wall.
Oh, no, yeah, it's just a giant sentient mound of flesh that tries to eat you.
There's this horror thriller, I don't know what it is, movie that Jackie Jenks sent me a recap video of it the other day, and the moment it started, it was like, I have watched a recap video of this movie already because it is so weird. So naturally, it would eventually have like come past my recommended feed. But I don't think any of you would ever sit and watch this movie anyway. But this guy goes to a brothel, and in the brothel, there's just a box that says "stick it in here" and it has a hole in it. And you find out at the end of the movie, he like goes nuts. He's addicted to like being in this box. He just wants to put every part of his body inside this box. And when he opens it up, it's just like a ball of flesh that pulsates. And once he's taken it out of the box, he becomes the ball of flesh, and someone puts like a piece of him in the box. And I was like, this is so weird. I'm glad I didn't sit and watch like 2 hours of whatever this movie is. I'm glad I've just seen this recap.
Yeah. Yeah, basically the Sabiti antediluvian is the thing in the New York City subway system. There's a Toreador 4th generation vampire who's a bartender in Chicago. You've all heard of her, Helen of Troy.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, she's just a bartender in Chicago.
That sounds like the beginning of a really good anime. Not gonna lie.
That sounds like the
4th generation Toreador Tremere.
The thing with World of Darkness, if you look at any historical figure that's written down in like our history books, 99% of the time they were a vampire.
That sounds like a sequel anime to the one that's Buddha and Jesus going on vacation in Japan.
Oh my.
I was thinking Devil's a part-timer, but also that.
Because I mean, shit. There's Helen of Troy. Alexander the Great, I think, was a Ventru. There's a lot.
This entire thing just sounds like a fanfic that got away from a 13-year-old girl.
What if I told you that the werewolves? What if I told you that the werewolves of this world are don't fuck with them. They are literally the strongest things in the goddamn universe, and they are essentially druids crafted by the Earth Spirit Gaia to preserve the balance of nature and humanity.
Okay, maybe 15-year-old?
None of them know this shit. They're just angry wolf people.
I'll take that.
That's
you
scary,
heard
though.
someone say Shigo? Bro, yes. They know what programmed us.
Yeah. I provided a special section for Mr. Shin to read.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I am scared.
It's a clan
But
that you expressed interest yourself because we already had a Toreador.
So wait, so then are the ones in Cults of the Blood are they like more than the 13, or are they like the ones that weren't in
so
the
in the
starter book?
original core rulebook, they only had like 6 of the actual clans there.
Gotcha.
They introduce the Hecata in Cult of the Blood Gods.
Gotcha.
Another one that I also that I kind of identify with, I think is in here, is the La Sombra, and they're fucking cool as shit. Oh, it's only the Hecata in here. Never mind. You're all good.
Did one of us play La Sombra in the board game? Why does that sound so familiar?
La Sombra are basically the Tremere. No, they're basically the Ventru, but they like to rule from the shadows, and they're extremely ruthless. That's their whole clan thing. Also, they don't show up on cameras because they literally glitch out technology because they don't technically like corporeally exist.
Oh,
that's fun.
Yeah, their antediluvian is literally a shadow demon that just shows up randomly just to eat people.
Oh my god, it's Murmur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi.
If you've played MTG and you've seen the card Umbra Sphere Manifest, that's basically, yeah.
Huh.
Anyway. Shin, this is a special for you, my friend.
Ooh.
What is with her face? Why do all the faces here look like they were slightly moved?
You know what? It definitely there's
like,
some kind of weird
It looks like Marissa Tomei's very strange. No, Aubrey Plaza did a very strange face swap with like Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why, but she scares me.
The face just looks like it was photoshopped to be like 15% larger than it should have been on her skull.
I feel like it's because her neck is super long.
Yeah, I would say so.
No, it's definitely the face. Face is too big.
I mean, is it
Okay,
because her
anyway.
face is like at an angle or whatever? But yeah, this is Shin. So, who is by my feet? Oh, hi, Cypress.
Well,
Meow.
you're probably asking yourself all about the clan of death, necromancers, grave robbers, the family, stiffs, corpses, devil kindred, and Lazarines. You feel it, don't you? Just like all kindred, you died and came back, but when you died, your soul resisted a little longer than that of your neighbor. You felt the pull of oblivion, and it fucked you up. You struggled with the return to the mortal shell, and you're not sure you're happy to be back. You're less and more than all your undead kin. You already understand what it is to be dead, to experience the end, to know the fear of the great nothingness. Welcome to the family. I guess I won't read this whole brick of text. I realize
Yeah,
this
it's
is
up to
wordy.
you. But yeah, if you just scroll down, there is the who are the Hecata section. So basically, before he gets into that, basically the Hecata come from the clan Giovanni, which are literally just the mafia but necromancers.
It's literally Hitman Reborn. If anyone remembers that anime or the manga Katakaya Hitman Reborn, it was literally the mafia anime, and I loved it. It was one of my favorites growing up. It was one of my favorite ones to read. But who are the Hecata? Hecata sires favor mortals, either from their own mortal families or who provide links to the outside families from whom the Hecata would benefit. They prefer kind of a morbid, black-humored, or pragmatic bent due to the clan's death-dealing nature. They have
Kind is their word for humans.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Nine means cows.
Really? And what?
Oh, Old English. Kine is cattle.
Ah, then
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
That's what they view mortals as, so.
That's deep. Wow. Accidental inference. I feel like that was great. They have little need for the compassionate or empathetic. Unless it serves to satisfy a gap, the clan, which in many ways is structured like an expanding corporation as much as it is a family, requires filled. The Hecata embrace those who show resolute willingness to do what needs to be done for the good of the family, their block, their community, or their society. Okay, so I'm getting Vampire Crips and Bloods.
Yeah, more or less.
I just got Vampire West Side Story, and I love it.
I mean, it's more like
So
you're
much
going
snapping.
into, like, The Sopranos.
Oh my! I could be the Tony Soprano of the vampires.
Yes.
Oh, I get to eat gabagool instead of
Oh, you get to make gabagools. Aha! Got you.
I see what you did there, and I love it.
Gabagools. Oh, I want my gabagools. I need to play Hecata now.
See, Shin, I know you. I know you better than some stupid internet quiz I made you take.
No, I'm secretly a Toreador.
Secretly?
The Hecata do show willingness to do what needs to be done, like they said before. But they all, whether or not your surname is Giovanni, there are no independents these nights. So it's the Hecata versus everybody. I forget, they're the ones that just pretty much want to handle their own business and not fuck around with everyone else, right?
Your business is you want to study death. Whatever happens to everyone else, who fucking cares?
Usually they are kingpin self-starters, individuals who face death, and those with medical or occult knowledge all appeal to the Hecata. Anyone with a true scientific interest in
Okami, if you
death.
want to scroll down, he skipped ahead a little bit.
Oh no, did I? I
Little bit.
jumped.
Yeah, you want to go to the necromancers describe their embrace tradition as.
The necromancers describe their embrace tradition as the gifting, the truly exceptional with membership in the most exclusive of households. Spontaneous embers are very much frowned upon by the wider clan, the members of which favor the ritualistic approach of observing, grooming, and voting on which mortals deserve immortality. Kingpins, self-starters, individuals who have faced or dealt death, and those with medical or occult knowledge all appeal to the Hecata. Anyone with a true scientific interest in death, the afterlife, and religion stands a chance of being approached for the embrace, though academic theologians are more likely recipients of the bite than the blindly faithful. Many become vampires dedicated to serving the families, expanding its interests, and researching new mysteries associated with the cycle of life and death. Different fledglings set to work. What is this odd creatured man? And what is he dragging
I
away?
love contemporary Plague Doctor. That's a vibe.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Hecata dragging away a victim.
That's a vibe.
That's definitely a vibe. To work handling the living, the dying, the dead, and the rotting in the forms of nurses and carers, morticians, and of course necromancers. Each adds something to the clan. They look for many childer among miscreants of all kinds. They do not control any widespread mortal crime empires. The clan appreciates the practiced killer, the cold-blooded money launderer, and the charming con artist. Their roles continue on once they receive the embrace, complementing the clan's legitimate businesses, investment banks, trading conglomerates, and private hospitals and care facilities with a steady flow of illicit cash and bodies. I just want to say that
Go ahead.
before skipping all of that, the first thing that jumps to me when you get to archetypes is just champion bullshitter.
I love that.
And that is exactly what I think you should. You have to play. This is RJ if he was a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
This is RJ as a vampire from my. This is RJ, my character from Enclave. This is 100% him.
Again, I know you a little too well.
Except he's just controlling bodies instead of thunderous booms.
To be honest, if I was ever going to play this game, which I never ever will, I would absolutely go for forensic specialist and make edgy Scully.
Listen, there's a Hecata in New York by Night that I'm listening to right now, where I'm pretty sure that the coterie got given a quest to go find an ancient pirate's skull underneath some high-rise building in New York City, in Harlem, just so that her skull can tell the other guy to fuck off one more time. It's pretty cool. Hecata are cool.
I can't. It's not Ben 10. Oh, it's actually Ghostbusters, in the comic series.
Yeah.
There's a pirate ghost in New York City that they accidentally unleash.
Oh yeah. I will say though, their Bane is interesting.
Yeah, so we'll skip to their Bane. The other clans have compulsions that we could have read, but I didn't feel like looking them up, so don't worry about it.
Let me know when you guys get there, because I think the stream is a little behind on my side.
Yeah, stream will catch up eventually.
Yeah.
You're good.
Steeped in death, the fangs of the Hecata bring not bliss, but agony. Oh, that's right. The Hecata are the only one with the painful bite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Victims caught unaware will violently resist unless restrained, and few people willingly to the torture that is the Hecata kiss. When drinking directly from a victim, Hecata may only take harmful drinks, resulting in blood loss. Unwilling mortals not restrained will try to escape, and even those coerced or willing may succeed in a stamina plus resolve test against difficulty 2 plus Bane severity. Words. That felt like a whole bunch of like
Basically,
block
your
text.
bite hurts.
Yeah. In order to not recoil, coerced or willing vampire victims with a Hecata bite must make a frenzy test against difficulty 3 to avoid falling into frenzy.
So what that means is when it's saying willing vampire victims, you are allowed to feed on your fellow kindred, but because the Hecata's bite hurts like a motherfucker, your beast does not like them.
Oh.
So essentially what it's saying there is if a Hecata bites you, you need to make a difficulty roll to not lose yourself to the beast out of pure terror. Because the Hecata are essentially zombie vampires.
Ooh, interesting.
Because
That's an
their whole
interesting
thing
extra
is
layer.
yeah, because essentially the Hecata are the only ones that literally will like start to rot a little bit because of how their bloodline is.
Oh.
So they do look more undead than the rest.
They don't really want to be undead, so they don't even get like the satisfaction basically from drinking. Is that the like underlying thing there?
No, the underlying thing of the Bane is when a vampire or a kindred bites somebody, it's like I said, the most euphoric thing in the universe. Except for them, it hurts like it should. Because they have literally like you ever seen 28 Day or what is that day? What is that movie? Not the one where it's like they're in Alaska and it's just vampires. It's like 28 days or whatever.
Nope.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so essentially they have literally like just like serrated teeth and everything, and it hurts a lot.
Well, also they're not obsessed. I guess their bite would probably hurt just from like a standpoint of they're not really interested in keeping something alive because to them something dying isn't the end.
Yeah, so your clan is obsessed with death.
It's like, oh, it hurts. Okay.
Yeah, because if you read the first sentence of the feeding methods underneath it, to circumvent their bangs, most of them feed from blood bags or fresh corpses. Or you extract the blood from someone without having to use your fangs.
Oh, so yeah, they're not even interested. They don't really care how they get their blood. They're just like, yo, just give me blood.
Yep.
For them, it's not a pat. Yeah, that's right. All the others really see feeding as joyous. They're just like, we drink blood because we need to. It's just our
Correct,
thing.
because the Hecata also are one of two clans that get access to the Oblivion discipline, which is the power of shadows because it links to the realm of the dead.
I was gonna ask. I don't remember seeing Oblivion before.
Yeah, Oblivion is native to two clans, the Hecata and the La Sombra. Because the Hecata get what are called rituals or ceremonies because they engage in necromancy. Yeah, that's been my segment on the World of Darkness. As a joke for AWAS, I was going to put up Clan Malkavian, which essentially they're prophets, but they get so many different visions at once, they're driven insane and can't even tell reality apart anymore.
Oh. Wait, so can you name all 13 clans?
Off the top of my head, I'll do my damnedest. They are Ventru, Toreador, Tremere, Gangrel, Hecata, the Ministry, or the Setites, the Ravnos, cool story about them. La Sombra, did I say that one already?
Mm-mm.
Shit.
We're at 8.
They'll come. Samitsi, what'd you say?
Now 9.
Now 9. I'd have to look a couple of them up because there's a lot of them.
That's so.
I can think of 2 that I can remember off the top of my head.
Go for it.
The Bruja.
Bruja, thank you.
And the Banu Hakim.
And the Banu Hakim. So they are in order. Banu Hakim, the judges, the Bruja. Actually, you know what? I have a nice little thing you can see for this. Because why not?
I was thinking about playing one of the Banu Hakim because they're weird ones.
Are they from Africa?
No.
You would think so, but no, they're judges. They're judges. They're like intellectuals, assassins, lawyers, and blood sorcerers.
Basically, they're literally vampiric Judge Dredd. Here, if you want to look at this real quick. I just
Yeah, quite. I was gonna play one and just literally play Phoenix Wright as a vampire.
I would have hated you, but respected you so much.
All right, I'm going to open this.
Because I was gonna, but then because my original plan when I learned who Jorik was gonna play, I was gonna be like a Saul Goodman, Saul Goodman. But I was gonna be like Saul Goodman meets Phoenix Wright as a Banu Hakim. But then I fell in love with the Toreador, so.
Just like racist, all caps.
Oh well.
Yeah, so
it's bound to happen.
There's a quick overview of all of the clans. Enjoy.
Wait, can I make them bigger this way? Oh, I can make it bigger this way. Okay, cool. I was like, I'm trying to make it bigger, and it's saying no.
So some of these portraits they have are spliced with real people who've played in the By Night series on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
Notably the Bruja, the Toreador, the Ventru, and the Bruja. I think I said that already.
One of us played Bruja in that board game. That I remember.
Now, one of my favorite Banes, just reading all these, is the Ravnos clan, which are the tricksters. They get like illusion magic, which is actually kind of cool. They're the only ones who get it. But Okami, would you kindly read their Bane?
Which book are they in?
No, literally just read what it says right there. I can tell you what it means.
Oh, I didn't realize Bane was the first one because I had it zoomed in so far I couldn't even see the word.
Yep.
Doomed?
What does it say for it? Doomed. Yeah. So basically, the Ravnos clan is illusionists, the nomads, and they're thrill seekers. That's their compulsion. They literally seek to cause as much mischief as they can. The reason they're doomed is because of a thing called the Week of Nightmares. Their antediluvian woke up one day in India and just went on a fucking killing spree. And it took a giant space mirror, a couple of nukes, some snake men, and I think the Second Inquisition to finally, quote unquote, kill him. But because they basically, magnifying glass in the hot sun to an anthill him, the Ravnos have the bane of doomed. They can't sleep in the same spot more than once in a week, or they run the risk of literally burning up from the sun in their sleep.
That's wild.
Yep. And it's called the Week of Nightmares because it took a week of nonstop fighting to possibly kill the antediluvian of the Ravnos clan, Zapasathura. Oh yeah, Kuei-jin are they're basically snake vampires. It took a lot of people to try to kill his ass.
Of course you would bring up the monster folk, Awas.
They were involved.
It's on brand.
I did not realize that that's how you spelled Tzimisce either until just now.
Yeah. Tzimisce are the only ones that gain flesh crafting, where they can change themselves or other people into whatever shape they feel like it.
Oh.
Willing or not.
I love the idea they're just like, I don't like the way that you look. Huh? just whip your face into a new face.
Yeah, they do that. Dracula was actually a Samitsi. Hey, if you want a fun photo to show on screen, this is what happened. That black blob is Zapasathura, the Ravnos antediluvian, who woke up and caused mischief.
That's Murmur's uncle.
The one they keep in the attic.
The one they hate when he shows up for Christmas. They're like, ah, fuck, it's Uncle Steve again.
It's the guy who lived downstairs in the basement in What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh my god.
Here you go, Kami. This is
I cannot think of what his name is.
This is your 4th generation Toreador, Helen of Troy, currently alive and well in Chicago.
You've dropped this picture in before.
Yeah, this one I've seen.
Now it's officially on stream.
Ooh. Also, I love like the Vampire Clan's image is so small, like pixel wise, and this picture of Helen of Troy is enormous.
Yeah, that's about right.
We all know what Speedy was prioritizing.
Again, can you blame me? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
I can lie. I can lie.
You can lie. I won't believe you.
I did say yeah too.
Ooh, excuse me.
Don't die, Shin.
Yeah, all of them essentially have specific banes or compulsions. Be happy you're not a Ventru, where you have to feed on very, very specific types of people.
Oh.
Who does Ventru feed on?
Ventru feed on, like I said, extremely specific things. They have to be afraid of you. You have to find them extremely attractive. They have to be left-handed. They have to have 2 colored eyes. They have to be domestic abuse survivors. Anything could be possible.
Oh,
okay,
God.
you had me until the last one, and now I'm just like,
World of Darkness.
Huh?
World of Darkness is just like, hey, roll a dice. We'll let you know.
Let me hear your tragic backstory.
Yeah, listen, the Banu Hakim, if they smell kindred blood, they go into a frenzy trying to drink it.
Oh.
Which is really bad if you have a Salubri, because they have, like, healing magic, and if they use any of their abilities, they have, like, a literal third eye, and it bleeds blood, and it makes people want to drink it. So, heal at your own risk. The Nosferatu are just ugly. That's their whole bane. They just are literally just ugly.
I see repulsiveness. Oh my god.
Just throw one of those in a room with a Toreador. Oh, lock them in together.
Yeah, it doesn't go well because the Toreador either just kills themselves or the Nosferatu. But the Nosferatu are useful. They're very good with tech.
What?
Yeah, they're the techies. They actually invented a thing called the ShrekNet, which was a vampire internet, which got hacked, which is why
the ShrekNet?
ShrekNet, yeah. That's why the Tremere lost their chantry, because they got found out on the internet. Because they got hacked by the FBI, I think.
Did they yell to get out their swamp?
Thank you. Yep. I was like, Donkey! Get out of my swamp!
My swamp! The moment you said ShrekNet, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my brain's screaming.
Listen, I know.
Donkey!
They make jokes too. They make jokes too.
I mean,
the ministry is all Egyptian themed, and they can't be in like artificial lights because it hurts them or whatever. I think that's their bane. I can't remember. So they're all in like candlelight.
Oh my god.
What are the fun ones? Bruja. They used to be philosopher kings. Now they're just pissed off all the time.
Can relate.
The Lasombra are absolutely ruthless. That's their problem. They're Ventru, but edgy. We talked about Ventru.
Oh, what about the Thin Bloods?
Oh, so the Thin Bloods are basically like the only way you can describe them is Captain America.
Yeah, I know. It sounds wild.
Pale bloods, dark bloods, thin bloods.
Yeah, because essentially, there's a thing called a generation, and the higher your generation, basically the weaker you are. And if you get past, I think, generation 16 or 17, you're basically your blood is so diluted, you're not really a vampire at that point. You're just kind of superhuman. And if you're a thin blood, you have access to thin blood alchemy that no vampire can do for some reason.
Interesting.
And then there's the Caitiff, where basically you chose the Wretch build from Dark Souls, where you don't really belong to a class, and you kind of just go, fuck it, I'll take what I want. You have to pick a Bane, you have to pick a Compulsion, you have to pick your powers.
Thank you, Fist.
You don't really belong to a clan.
Oh, it's like their version of Variant Human?
More or less. So basically, in reality, there's 15 clans, but we only care about 13. Besides, Thin Bloods are absolutely hated by Kindred Society. More so than the Tremere. Hate him with a fiery passion.
Wow. Everyone else in their race is like, you're not good enough. But you can do better magic? Interesting. Well, you can do alchemy.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I will say that World of Darkness, I think, like, I've done a little bit of research into it. It's got a lot of interesting little side things into it, and I think that as you get deeper and deeper into World of Darkness, it is it's bloated. I won't lie. There's a lot of bloat.
Oh yeah.
I think with like the Mage the Ascension and like if you go back to the original ones like Mage the Ascension and Wraith the Changeling and like all these other Mummy the Awakening and Fairy I can't even remember all the ones that they had
that's
out
why
there,
they're
but
condensing it now.
It was really cool to see how each one branched and referenced the other so that you could bring them into like an overarching like storyline. So like if you had someone who's just like, I'm really not feeling a vampire. I wish I was a ghost. Well, hey, you can be a ghost. Here's the rules for being a ghost. Here's the world your ghost works in. It's going to be strange, but it doesn't say specifically that you couldn't work with these people. It just expresses a high unlikeliness that you would.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that explicitly says, oh yeah, a Ventru and a werewolf will never work together. They most likely wouldn't start to, like out of just wanting to, to be fair, but it's not saying they couldn't if the campaign called for it.
Mm-hmm. I definitely also feel like the way that the character sheets are done, they're so very similar with like one change here or there that I definitely feel like at some point they should just make a book that's like, if you want to play this, use this sheet. If you want to play this, use this sheet, and then just go through the differences, and it would be fine.
Well, mind you, just so Lacara is aware of the depth of my madness for having read these books. The book that we read for just Shin's clan is from a 280-page manual. The core rulebook that we read all of our clans from is 433 pages.
Nope, too many.
And I have
Did you say nope?
I have 1, 2.
Did you just nope?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more books that I have, and there's like 4 more that I don't own yet.
Why? Why is there so much for a game that's so...
Watch your words.
Oh,
Listen, that's just Vampire the Masquerade. I
too
have
many.
No, listen, that's just Vampire the Masquerade. I also have I have a bunch of Hunter the Reckoning books, which is only like 4 right now. No, there's only 2. My bad. There's only 2.
I just feel like
I also have a bunch of what's it called? I also have Werewolf the Apocalypse. So yeah, you really can run them all at the same time. The character sheets are basically the same, minus game specific things like vampire disciplines, your werewolf transformations, or if you're a human in Hunter the Reckoning. First off, God help you. He's not listening. And yeah, because I mean, we have a vampire who fought off against some humans that may or may not have gotten plot armor because I wanted one of my players to stop asking. How did it go for you? That well, shit, he did.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, not great. Not gonna lie, it didn't go too well.
The impression that I'm getting from like you who've actually played Hunter the Reckoning is that I feel like playing Hunter the Reckoning gives you the same vibe that like playing the Hunter the Reckoning games does, where like you're there to murder a lot of things, but everything is better at murdering things than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's each game is you have to play it smarter. It's very much theater of the mindy and more like role playing it out. Hunter the Reckoning is a human hunter where you have to learn about your prey, figure out why. Like one of the whole things is you're figuring out why you're hunting the supernatural, and you have to stick to that conviction the whole time. Otherwise, you have like a crisis of character or whatever, and it actually like affects your character. Versus Vampire the Masquerade, you're an immortal being. Your whole point is you need to play it smart to survive the long game. Otherwise, if you break the Masquerade, that's a death sentence for you immediately. Or if you piss off a werewolf, you're dead. You accidentally get found out by the Inquisition, you're dead. So it's all about playing it smart, and then Werewolf the Apocalypse is you're just trying to survive with all these other fuckers trying to kill you.
Get out.
No one wants to fuck with you, but the humans want you gone, and if a vampire finds you in their domain, they're like, get out.
God forbid the Fey hear about you.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, that was I think that's a pretty good primer on Vampire the Masquerade.
And a slight primer on the World of Darkness as a whole. There's a good thing I will say, I'll just mention this about running the World of Darkness as a whole, is no matter what system you're running, at least in the current 5th edition, is whenever you're creating a character, they'll have their own set of convictions. So like, it's like your personal, your personal creed, right? Shin, Lacara, and all of them. Makes sense?
Yeah.
But you will also have what are called chronicle tenets, and what a chronicle is just like the campaign. And a chronicle tenet is a set of rules that you all set for yourselves as your group. The storyteller has no say in what goes there. That's purely based on what you all agree on.
Oh.
So, for example, do you have Cade's sheet on hand? If you don't, I can look for it. But it was just more to give you an example of what they would be. But like, for example, like in New York by Night, one of the Ventru has like a tenet of herself of she will protect the Bronx no matter what. And one of them is, and one of their chronicle tenets is make sure justice is always deserved.
Ooh.
So she can try to protect the Bronx, but if she's just doing shit like getting people out of her way without really giving it justice, she's not really following the group's rules, but she's following her rules.
Interesting.
So it's more like you guys have to hold yourselves accountable to the. Oh, here we go. Found it. So, for example, for Cade. Oh, you have
So you could put it up. You could put it up if you want.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Yeah, we don't have the Chronicle tenets. Do you remember what you and our friend Alistair agreed on?
We kind of went for the virtuistic route. Like we were gonna do our best to protect to keep the innocent safe. We were gonna do our best to feed on those not that we deemed unworthy. We kind of went a little altruistic a little bit.
Yeah, so if you want to see, this is what a World of Darkness character sheet looks like. Literally, the first part of the page, like the attributes and skills, would be the same regardless of what you're playing. It's just like where you see disciplines and down would be dependent on like the version you're playing.
Okay. That's one thing I was going to ask. Like, what do your attributes go up to? Because some of them were like, oh, you get a
they go up to
-1
5.
from
So
your
basically, whenever
attributes.
I tell you to roll something, you roll an attribute plus a skill, and you just literally count the pips and roll that many d10s. That's it. That's how you play.
So I was trying to figure out for the attributes when they said like -1. I was like, is it out of 20? Because then it's not as bad. But if you're out of 5, that's pretty
you
bad.
literally just take away a dice. So if you want to show an example of like this is what a hunter sheet looks like. I don't have Werewolf of the Apocalypse up right now on my drive because I haven't downloaded it yet, but I do own it. But if you see in Cade's beliefs, his conviction is to protect Gabe.
Was my assistant.
That he was definitely your like lover at one point, probably.
No, he was never my lover. I loved him like a son. It was very. I can't have children. I couldn't have children of my own. All right. I didn't want to settle down. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. So as you can see here,
way too
literally
hard to
the
write this
same up
character.
until edges and perks, which is unique to Hunter the Record. But as you can see, Chronicle tenets and advantages and flaws, that's the same.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at edges. Yeah, I bet you're fucking edgy.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is World of Darkness. The character sheet at first glance is literally fucking daunting, but I have several things where it's like talking you through it step by step. And Shin, you can be honest how easy or hard it was to do this shit.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. The difficulty kind of comes in the freedom. Because once you like I could say for Cade, once I figured out, okay, I'm gonna be an artist. I kind of went down one by one, and like, okay, my predator type is a siren, so anyone that I feel drawn to, you know what I mean, like a
I
siren
believe.
or
Oh yeah, it was Siren. You only feed on your followers.
yeah, like I need to only like if you're not already a fan of mine, I can't feed on you.
Because that's like who he preferred to hunt.
Because it felt less predatory in a way. Because I still wanted to get to know the person. But Cade was also just a hoe. So it was very strange. He was just a vampiric hoe. I'm not gonna lie to myself here.
I still tried to tell you, bro. Like, no shame.
But I love that I forgot that my desire was to avoid the paparazzi because my character does have a high fame. For some odd reason. Like my presence is a 3, and unfortunately having a high presence like that gives you kind of like a lot of notice.
Well, presence is just like your ability.
Well, which was the one that gave me all that fame?
That would be your merit of fame.
Oh God.
You did it to yourself.
Oh God.
You also had a flaw of stalkers.
Yeah.
And also, apparently, one kindred hated you.
Oh yeah.
And you have a spurned lover.
We don't talk about her.
You say that a lot.
What are you saying, Lacara?
You have a type. I don't know how to tell you this, big dog, but you may have a type of spurned lovers.
It's not my fault. It is my fault. It's totally my fault. But I think that I will say that it is a lot of fun. It's very similar to Enclave. It's very freeform, where like what you come up with can be found on your sheet, but also most times can also be put together like with things in front of you, like information you have and things like that. Or like just based on like who you are. You know what I mean? Like you could argue, oh, I can get help with this because I'm this. Like I think there were a few times like I tried to use the fact that like I'm famous to some extent to be like, well, this is why my character would have access to X, Y, and Z.
My favorite thing is when they were playing is the way to kind of think about it is think about what you're playing as. So when his assistant got abducted, right, and was in a warehouse, him and the other vampire, Alistair, were like, all right, well, we're going to have to sneak in, where's a power junction box so we can turn this shit off, like the power. I'm like, hey, guys, remember you're vampires with blade, you're stronger than most humans, you're faster, and he can make claws, and he's like, oh my god, you're right, and they literally just went on a bloodbath.
Oh, you changed
You want
your.
You want to regale them what you did to those poor government workers that abducted Cade or Gabe?
I painted
government workers? I don't feel bad for them at all.
Yeah, no, they were all government workers, and I painted the walls. I painted a masterpiece for all of their superiors to find.
All because they catfished your assistant who you thought was going to have a lovely date.
Yes. Yeah, I felt offended. I took that shit personally. Okay? You don't catfish my boy. Not my son.
Thanks, Awad. You're the best.
Not my pseudo son.
Yeah, I mean, Cade's also been around since like the 1800s, so it was just nice that it was nice that you had a little human to.
When you said you chose not to feed on your followers, I was thinking honestly, if you're famous like that, that's like a easy source of prey.
No, that's who he fed on.
Yeah.
Oh, then that makes the most sense. Like,
yeah,
I'll give you the backstage
I only
pass.
fed on my followers. Yeah.
Yeah, he exclusively fed on his followers as his desired predator type. So like other examples of predator types would be like you only feed on people that consent to you feeding on them, like they know what you're about to do. Cade was a siren, so he seduced and fed on people.
I mean, the art seduced them. I just was the vessel through.
Yeah, I mean, from what it sounds like, you would be more of an Osiris. You feed on your followers, or a scene queen. You feed among your scene.
I don't like that they use scene queen.
No, it's a thing.
I mean, there's also like alley cats where you ambush people in the dark. Roadside killers, you hunt lone drivers and hitchhikers. There's grave robbers, you feed in the graveyards. Blood baggers, you can only drink from blood bags.
This is edgy enough where there's got to be some equivalent for consensual, non-consensual.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did we get here?
Yeah, good times. Good times all around. That's my spiel on World of Darkness. World of Darkness is cool. Try it out sometime.
World of Darkness.
Everyone will except DM Lacara.
Listen, Out of respect for Lacara, she can play the hunter that'll shoot you idiots if you get too uppity.
That sounds like fun.
Or you could play a lupine and just be Earth
I was
Spirit
thinking that might be more
werewolf.
your style. You just, I've had enough of this.
I mean, you only have 5 different transformations depending on how legitimately pissed you are.
Okay.
Wait, you get different ranks of angry wild shape?
Yeah, so basically you have like...
Wait, you just... I heard the joy in your voice. Don't lie.
Alright,
I heard it.
The way werewolves work is there's
joy.
man form, wolf form, man wolf, like going halvesies. Then there's dire wolf form, and then there's the you are a 9-foot, 2-ton beast of pure rage and claws and teeth.
Oh my god.
I like it.
Basically, here's the power vacuum in the world of darkness. There's humanity. Then there's the hunters who have a vague clue what the fuck they're doing. Then there's like newer vampires. Then there's the slightly older ones. Then there's the fucking ancient ass ones. And then there's a new werewolf. And then older werewolves. Unless you're an ancient vampire, don't fuck with a werewolf. And even then, don't do it alone.
I do remember us going over the different kinds of werewolves, but for a second, the way you were describing them, there was a game that I used to play online called Wolf Team, where it was like at the advent of hero shooters, and instead of them being heroes, it was still class based, but it was like just branching off into there, where each of the characters that you could play as, all of you, it was like Call of Duty, except that you were all werewolves. And depending on like what class of werewolf you picked, like there were leaner ones that could run up walls, and then there was like the big tank guy, and he could toughen his muscles and take bullets in the face. And then there was like a shadow wolf dude. It is not where I got my name, but there was a shadow wolf guy that could like teleport through dim light. And I thought that's where you were going, and I got real excited, and then I was like, oh no, Wolf Team will forever disappear into the annals of history.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. But yeah, there's 5 different forms depending on your desired murder intent, and then if you just get way too pissed off, you just become a hulking massive teeth and claws that will not stop until there's enough blood to paint the town red, quite literally.
Yep, I think you've won her. I think you won her over.
Honestly,
I think you just brought her back to the world of darkness.
Yeah, basically, even if like these two and like the entirety of the round table were to play elder vampires and you were a werewolf, they would not want to fuck with you if you got pissed. You are weak to silver, though.
Sure.
And the Inquisition has a lot of silver bullets.
There's got to be some kind of balance.
Yeah, guns.
I don't think I could play in a game that has any team that's called the Inquisition, because I feel like it's inevitable that anytime they show up, someone is gonna scream, "No one expects!"
What if I told you it's not just the Inquisition, my friend?
Is it the Spanish Inquisition?
I have an entire 166-page manual on just the different Inquisition groups for Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay, someone was playing Warhammer.
Yes.
A lot of it.
So, like, for example, there's like the U.S.-based First Light organization, or Federals, the FBI Special Affairs Division. There's like 8 different ones from the United Kingdom, which actually got rid of most of the vampires in London. There's ones from Brazil.
Well, I mean, they had to so that you could have the werewolves of London.
I mean, there is a technocracy organization, which is like techno mages that stole some of the flesh golems from the Tzimisce and turned them against their masters.
Flesh golems is just not a word that should be said.
Nope. Ever.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, bro, but they stole some shit from the vampires. Like, you know, fuck it, we might as well.
Listen, okay. So speaking of flesh golem specifically, when
there it goes again.
when Bacon was like, I'm gonna run this Odyssey of the Dragonlords campaign, I was like, hey, I have 3 characters that I would love to play. 2 of them are artificer subclasses. Can I be a flesh crafter? And he goes, this is supposed to be a heroic campaign. I don't know how heroic you're gonna be if you're ripping body parts off of people and making a golem. And I was like, oh man.
It's true though.
It's true. He's got me there.
He's got you there. I'm sorry, buddy.
Unless you had a campaign where you were like the Robin Hood of appendages.
The Robin Hood of appendages.
Wait!
Yes.
The wildest
Wait,
thing
Lacara, I've got it.
I'm sorry, what?
You need to be that. You need to be a flesh crafter, artificer,
No.
and then you need to have that awakened undead that we went over that like can just graft other parts when one of their body parts falls over. Those 2 together, mwah, mwah.
No.
This is how the dark times come.
You go around to all sorts of horrible criminals or, you know, ridiculous like nobles or whatever.
Okami, I'm gonna send this to you only. I want you to put this on stream and just I want to get Lacara's unbiased reaction to what I'm about to send.
Oh god.
Because
this is gonna be unbiased.
This is a flesh crafter ability. I'm gonna explain the moment you see it.
You know there's a delay, right?
I'm well aware. Well, I also have to wait for Okami to read it.
Yep. Oh, it moved.
Listen, the moment it comes up on screen, I wait your reaction with bated breath.
Oh, there's words.
Huh?
Oh no, it's the artist.
Oh, that thing.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Haven't you seen that thing before?
Yeah, so basically, the Tsubitsi have an ability called Vicissitude, which is where, you know, you can fleshcraft. That is your Zulu war form. Also, Gangrel have a war form.
I'm just staring at YouTube chat, waiting for Fist to say you're not going to say anything about Zulu.
Yo, I'm waiting for him too.
So yeah, Lacara, you have options for being.
Fist is failing me right now.
You have options for being this.
Honestly, this just looks like a devil trigger.
Technically, if you wanted Lacara, if you played as a Gangrel and your animal focus was, say, a bee, you could just get this gigantic stinger and just kill people by stinging them.
I do not have sufficient edge levels to play any of the vampire races.
Edge levels is a wild statement. Like, tonight
Listen,
has been
but the humans have edges and perks.
Stingers.
They do have edges and perks. That's just their arsenal, bro.
Zulu Nation. I love you, Fist.
I mean, we love you too. You want me to play ratcheting levels of just pure druidic wolf anger? That I can do. But I cannot play like Dean Winchester got bit by a werewolf in a bad mood. I can't.
Winchester got bit by a werewolf. The sequel song to Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Oh my god. Dean Winchester got hit by a werewolf. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I love it.
Unbelievable.
Believe it.
Believe it. Yeah.
Date bio.
I love that. Apparently, there's just a thing that you can give the Inquisition is just a dagger made of a werewolf claw. It's just like, yeah, it fucks up vampires.
Oh.
Sounds effective.
I love that the balance is each other.
So are there like less total werewolves in the world than vampires?
There's not really that many vampires if you think about it. The rule of thumb is for every, depending on the location. Normally it's, I believe, every 10,000 to 100,000 humans, there's one kindred.
Oh.
That's why New York
City's got so like
many.
New York's in a big city like New York, you probably got like 100.
Huh. No wonder they're masquerading.
Oh yeah.
The reason they have to masquerade, the masquerade up is, I mean, if like 8-9 billion people suddenly realize, oh hey, there's a vampire on like 5th Ave. The fuck are they gonna do?
True.
We don't want pitchforks.
I was about to be like, they're gonna take out all those lights that mimic sunlight, and for some reason this scene keeps coming up on my feed, but in DC Comics, I don't think it's very recent, but there was a arc where like Superman goes to Mount Olympus with Wonder Woman. She goes and meets the gods. None of the gods like Superman because he's basically a god himself. And he gets into a fight with Apollo, and Apollo just blasts him. Just and he's like, "How are you not dead?" And Superman's supercharged now, and he goes, "Clearly you don't know much about me." And Apollo's like, "I hit you with the power of 11 suns." And Superman, like his heat vision is just blasting all over the place. He's like, "You know nothing about me."
Yeah.
You're not taking a hint.
Like, I wonder why this isn't working.
It's like, peep the name. Superman.
Powered by the sun. Powered by the... Oh. Now you get it.
Look, Apollo's never been the brightest bulb in the circuit. I mean, I
It's
love
true.
him, but he's not.
He a bit goofy.
Yeah.
Now I really want to play my Fleshcrafter, and now I have a reason to put that on. I was talking to Forever Kimberly, I think it was Forever Kimberly, the other day about the Awakened Undead. For some reason she brought them up. I don't know why. But I was like, yeah, it's not like a race I would let people play to start with, but like, I mean, it makes sense in world for other reasons.
Okay, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Lacara can play a werewolf anymore.
No, she can.
I read
Whatever
the
your
opening
reason,
blurb. I read the
reason is
no,
vetoed.
you don't understand.
I don't care.
The opening blurb is essentially the werewolves are getting angry and fighting back because of global warming.
Yeah. Wait, are the vampires causing global warming?
Basically, it's because of global warming. The Gaia is dying. The ices melt while the seas swell. The heat rises while the forests wither. Extinction threatens millions in favor of the few.
I'm
You
with
have failed
AWAS
in
on
your
this.
mission. The apocalypse is here, blah, blah, blah. Will you answer their howl? What legends will the Garou sing of you? When will you rage? So yeah, it's just you're pissed off that the earth is dying.
I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah, I fail to see why this
Some of us are more
disqualifies
angry
me.
than how many of these? Oh my god, how many tribes are there?
13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're close.
Damn it. I figured they just like the number 13 because edgy.
Instant edge numbers.
Well, this is just the core rule book, so there could be more.
True.
Core rule book here. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Oh,
It was
my god, it's 300
you
pages.
writing that like that they're actively killing the earth. In my head, what I imagined was all the vampires just like bending down at one point and just like sinking their teeth into the earth itself, just sucking.
Why are there?
That's crazy.
Why are there werewolves called the Shadow Lords?
Why not? Another 6-7.
That's the real question.
The patron spirit of the Shadow Lord's werewolf tribe is thunder.
I think you mean that's short for Wemba Thunderdance.
Oh my god. Wemba is back. We never knew. We never knew that.
Wemba never left.
Okay, we got the Black Furies, the Bone Gnars, the Children of Gaiathling, Gale Stalkers, Ghost Council, Glass Walkers, Heart Wardens, Red Talons, Shadow Lords, Silent Striders, and Silver Fangs as the tribes.
Brimskarda!
Who's the patron spirit of the Ghost Council? I just kind of want to know. The Horned Serpent.
Oh, I really thought you were just gonna say like the Ghost Wolf. I was not. Nope.
Dude,
Wasn't.
I would. Shadow Lords are. Their patron spirit is the Storm Lord.
What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. What are the Glass Walkers? What's their patron
Clearly, walkers of glass.
No. Is Spider.
What?
It's a. They're. What?
They're what?
What do you mean by? What do you mean by spider?
It's literally named Spider, whose
Right,
carefully
no, but like, what do you mean?
webs echo in the Glasswalker's drive to make things of lasting duration and effectiveness. What?
But spider webs are impermanent because I
They're
walk through them all
associated
day.
with wisdom.
Interesting. What?
What?
Well, I guess that makes sense.
One of their archetypes is an urban planner and a detective.
Listen, nothing is gonna beat champion bullshitter. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That's completely true. All right. Who do we think would be cooler, the Silver Fangs or the Black Furies?
They sound like sports teams. I like
Or the
neither
Red
of them.
Talons. No, you're absolutely. Let's go.
No, they sound like teams on Legend of the Hidden Temple.
The Red Talons is Griffin.
Okay.
From Berserk?
Is it an actual griffin? Oh, or is it the dude from Berserk?
No, I believe it is. Who
It is the
stands
dude
guard
from
against
Berserk,
the
that's
Weaver?
fucked up.
Oh, against the Spider. Oh, they hate each other.
I'd hate them too.
Man-Eater, Plague Dog.
Plague Dog? No.
Is he related to Ghost Dog?
I wish.
Way of the Samurai?
Yeah, yeah, boy.
The patron spirits of the Black Furies is Gorgon. They're associated with glory.
Fist, I need you to stop right now when you heard Black Fury.
I knew it was coming.
Stop typing. Stop typing right now, okay? That's not a request. That's a command.
Falcon is the patron spirit of the Silver Fangs.
I just imagine Falcon from Power Stone.
Oh shit!
Dishonor brings great shame to Falcon.
I was gonna say Anthony Mackie shows up, but not as Falcon, as Anthony Mackie.
Alright, guys, I gotta go to bed.
I don't blame you. I'm about to go myself.
Thank you for joining us.
I
hope you had fun tonight.
I did.
No. Oh wait, guys, before you go, you two, go check the Cardna Discord channel. Thanks.
Oh, okay, I will do that.
I will do that.
Thanks.
I don't have a bubble that you did anything.
No, you already checked.
Falcon Punch! Yeah, I'm probably the one who checks the least.
Alright, night.
Good night. But before any of you all leave, remember, we have a poll to get through. So, the way this works is if you haven't been here before, we put up a poll for the next topic that we're going to go over on DM Roundtable. And this week's poll has 5 items. Articles, delving with your DMs, homework, maps, and show and tell. As I start making the poll on Twitch, but remember you have 24 hours from when this stream ends in order to put in your votes. So if you're on YouTube, you can just leave it in the chat somewhere. If you're on Twitch, you can come to the Discord. You can type !Discord in either chat at any point and leave your votes there. You could DM one of us. Again, if you're going to DM me, don't do it on Twitch because chances are I'm not going to see it because that little menu is so far hidden. My bad. But anywhere else, you can totally send us a message. If you're not sure what these topics are, articles as we go over articles that have been posted and we talk about them. Sometimes they're like, hey, this is what we think you should do. Sometimes they're, oh, you can use these items. Sometimes they're, this may help your game. Delving with your DMs is when we talk about stuff that's happened at our table and what we've learned and how we can improve. Homework is some topic that is going to, or some article supplement will go over that will take multiple streams, but never more than 5. Never again.
We don't believe in more than 5.
Yeah, never ever gonna happen. Never again. Maps. Oh, maps shouldn't be on here. Oh, maps is on there because we just did maps last week, but we're 3 streams ahead on topics, so it made it back into the rotation. We'll go over some maps. We probably won't get to build a map like we did last week, but it'll be there. And then show and tell is we show you off stuff that we've come across. We might show you a tool. AWAS has been sending me a ton of tools like on the side, and I think those would be really cool to go over. But also we can tell you about stuff that we've used in our games. I will also say for sure, whatever the next show and tell is, I'm going to release my alchemical halls to the larger public, which jokingly among my actual table, we're always like, I'm going to release that to the public and like that's going to be my mark on the homebrew D&D world. That's all anyone's going to use in any of their campaigns. So that will be my show and tell next time for sure. You already voted.
Sadly, fellas, I will also have to head out. Thank you for indulging my World of Darkness obsession.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and another thing about next topics, whenever Clubs is free and all of us are free, we are going to continue Tomb of the Serpent Kings until we finish that, and we'll move on to the next actual play for our group as well.
Yay.
Wherein I could eventually set up a full World of Darkness.
For everyone but DM Kara.
No,
DM Lacara can have her werewolf.
She's gonna eat. No, we're gonna trick her. We're gonna get her to play.
Later, goth
I'll
boy.
be too excited.
Yo.
Oh, no.
Yo. You've been called out, Speedy.
What happened now?
Awa said later, goth boy.
Listen, through hell or high water, if I need to, I will be big titty goth girlfriend.
You want to be your own big titty goth girlfriend?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Wait a minute. You know what? Godspeed, man.
Godspeedy, you mean?
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
I like what you did there.
And all that.
I was gonna say you better disconnect after you say that. The fact that I was like, if you didn't just disconnect after you said that, you're still here. I'm disappointed. No, I'm just playing.
Listen, my power is too immense.
I get it.
The power. Do you have it? Will you fight Jared Leto with it?
Bold of you to assume he's on my level.
Jared Leto can't handle my Nimpo. My ninja way.
My World of Darkness way.
Okay, this was apropos to nothing, but we have mentioned Believe It a bunch of times. One of the restaurants in my area that I go to quite frequently, one of the managers came over one time, and like he looks like he's a bit younger than I am. I'm in like latter half of the 30s. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he came over and he handed us something, and his sleeve went up, and he has tattooed on his wrist, believe it. And I was like, hmm,
That was a choice.
hmm.
I want you to know that was a choice you made.
It was.
Peace out, fellas.
Have a good night.
Thank you for
Yeah, that was a
everything you
choice.
did tonight.
And thank you for having me. Expect unsolicited World of Darkness pics.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
I like the word. I like how it's unsolicited.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this picture of the flesh golem. Like, I'm just gonna send it to Grimjack all the time. Also, Awa says she wants all your pictures as well, Speedy. But I'm gonna send this pic to him, just like almost as like a subliminal message in the middle of conversations. So I'm just gonna slip it in so that maybe he actually uses his devil trigger
Nice.
in game. Please.
Ta-ta, fellers.
Bye. Fist has put in a vote for show and tell. You want to hear about my alcohol, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. There are some, like, legitimately, they're some of my players' favorite things I've ever come up with. But just like as a running joke, I've done so much, and they're like, we're all like, no, no, no. What the community cares about is my weird alchemicols, of course. I mean, I don't blame them. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. I love seeing participation. Let's go. Oh, I can talk about my version of Earithmable too. That's where all my gnomes and stuff live. That's where my alchemical halls come from because they're all like artificers and like they like science and magiants and stuff like that.
Giant.
Also, Fist, I want you to know that you and Awaz, like every time you name an inn, I have a full list of them in the chat with me and Shin and Lacara, and I will 100% be using them. Like, thank you. Please let me name everything. It's fantastic. Also, thank you for joining up, Chris. If I haven't said it before. It's been nice to have new people. It's so nice. And Dex, if you're still here, it is gold. All right, all right. I'm gonna post it in. I'm gonna post what we have currently in Tabletop Schmabletop on the Discord. If any of you want to join the Discord and chat with us, you totally can. It's free. There's a free tier on Patreon, and that will tell you when we release stuff because the vast majority of the stuff we release is free anyway. So come on down, join us. Free tiers are great. Many of the people in both of these chats are on the free tier on Patreon, and that's fantastic. You always know. I'm gonna grab this chat and post it. Oh, some of them even have emotes. I don't remember you guys doing that, but I love it. There we go. Bloop.
Shoot, okay. Let me get ready for bed because I gotta get up in the morning.
Waking up like real adults.
I'm sorry.
Ooh. A friend of Speedy's is a friend of ours. The Will Pack keeps telling me that I should message them when I start the stream, and I never do. I really should do that more often.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
We're here every Monday night at 8 p.m. I think we've only missed like 3 Mondays.
So far.
We're doing great. This is a thing. I will tell you all that next week's stream will be spells, which I don't think we've done in quite a while.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Speedy said, like, be careful when you're sharing the rule books, because there's naked girls in them. And I was like, huh? But like, I didn't scroll far enough around to find them, and I was like, all right, it's cool, whatever. I can't believe I messed up the folders for him and DM Lacara though. The
That's
dirty
okay.
spells. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Both of your votes. So we have another vote for show and tell, and we have a vote for delving with your DMs. So what happens is you guys have the poll on Twitch. We make the announcement on YouTube. Everyone can put in their votes for 24 hours. But once the stream ends, I also make a new poll in the chat with all the DMs, and then they can vote too. And then we tally up all them votes together. And that's what we do. I'm gonna make the poll for us as well, so I don't forget. Sometimes I make the poll and I don't hit go.
I always love that when you're like, when like 3 days later you're like, I never dropped a poll. I was like, oh shit.
Whoops. Oopsie daisy. But yes, you must go sleep your sleeps so that you can be well rested for work hell.
Sorry. Good night, everybody.
Oh,
I love you guys. Good night.
I love you all. Okay, I am also going to head out. Thank you all for tuning in. There will be plenty more videos. Oh, I didn't get to tell you guys. Usually what we do is we say where people can find us this week if you're looking for us. Just come to the Discord. No more other streams this week for me, so I'll be back Monday with more DM Roundtable. But all my videos are almost made. I'm not a week ahead yet, but I'm pretty close. I am currently working on, if you saw the post in the Discord or on YouTube, the Street Masters video that should come out Saturday. That's like my project for the week, is that video specifically. I'm hoping I get to finish that before Saturday, but we will see because I'm running my D&D game this weekend. But yeah, thank you all for watching as always. It is a blast to have all of you in here and to have people chatting and hanging out. Like, that's the joy of this. If you like what you saw, leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, I hope you guys and gals of all classes and races and lineages and clans enjoyed. We will be back next week with spells. And you can ask me for sneak peeks of what spells we're gonna go over, but I gotta finish editing this video first. Yeah, like if you guys are coming to the Discord, we'll talk in like a minute after I sign out. Bye everyone on Twitch. Bye everyone on YouTube. Wait, no, we can't leave until Nightbot catches up. Come on, Nightbot, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, buddy. Oh my God, I believe in you. I don't believe in you. What are you doing? Why are you taking so long, dude? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Bye, everyone on YouTube. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And we'll be back next week for Spell.